Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Well, woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. Here goes Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty. Snake Farm pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on T. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the record at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off, and we, you know, it's the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure that life doesn't have a meaning. And if there's a God, then he doesn't look like me. And I'm just a member of the current apex species. But there'll be another when the humans go extinct. We've only been around 200,000 years of 13.5 billion years. How can we think the pinnacle is here? Isn't that arrogant? There's a couple 100 billion trillion suns, and we act like it all was made for us. There ain't no way that we're the only ones. I'm not important, and neither are you. So let's do whatever we wanna do. Bask in our cosmic insignificance. Soak up this blip we're living in, 'cause nothing matters anyway. Isn't that great?
Can't shut that fucking atheist up, man. Welcome to ClusterF.
Good morning.
One of the most devastating hurricanes ever to hit Florida. It's true.
What are you talking about?
More damage from this hurricane. One of the highest ones on the top. Probably top 10. Top 10.
Because of the water.
Just everybody on the coast got totally flooded. These people on the coast, they're like, I've lived here for 50 years. I never seen nothing like it. It was just from rain. All from rain.
What the fuck?
It just dumped a shit ton of rain in a very short time.
I guess it just wasn't in Webster, man. I was, there was a couple people showing me Lauren was showing me pictures of places that were flooded, cars, 6 feet underwater. I was like, that's old footage. That ain't real.
No, it's true.
It rained up there. One of
Yeah,
those
but
big.
there's
It didn't rain like.
Yeah, I mean,
like part of my driveway's got 3 inches of water in it. Not the dirt road has 3 inches of water in it that's evaporated by this morning.
Yeah, out here in in the pasture. That's what it looks like usually after a couple months of summer rain. If it's a heavy rainy summer.
yeah.
But we got all that all in one day.
All in one day, yeah.
But if you didn't live on the coast, you were fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just flooded as normal.
You just flooded like normal. It's no big deal. It's just messy around here. And I figure, as I woke up, I looked at the radar, and it was all up and down 75. It was, but we had a big bands coming through. So I said, why make you drive from Webster in that mess?
Oh, I didn't even plan on coming to work. Mom called me the day before and was like, call me in the morning. We'll figure out if we're doing a show. And I was like, oh, well, we're not doing a show because Mom at 7 o'clock in the morning is not going to want to do a show. I almost turned my alarm off.
Well,
She had nothing.
I
To,
did
she had
get
not.
up-
She had nothing to do with it. She said, she's sitting here wandering around. We're both looking at the radar, looking out at all the rain and everything. And I was just like, "Call Trace, tell me not to."
Yeah, I figured you'd have a little bit in there too. I got up and it wasn't raining or nothing. She texted me, "How's it like up there?" And I was just like, "Rainy." And then it started raining like 2 seconds later. I was like, "All right, I'm not lying."
I was looking at the radar. I got up to look at the radar to see if it was, and it was a big band going over you guys. More than us at the moment, but then, yeah. I was like,
What's the name of that storm? Debbie. Debbie with two B's. Debby.
Yeah.
So now I think it's going up to going to sit over South Carolina and dump a crap ton of rain. Didn't
Yeah,
they say that?
where's Kevin J.K.? Where's he at?
Yeah, I think
in
he's South Carolina.
Carolina.
I think it said it dumped a foot of rain. Some record already broke a record somewhere in the southeast for rain in one day. So
Man.
it's like, yeah. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a Cat 5, 180 mile an hour winds. Sometimes it's just slow moving Cat 1. Right now it's not even a Cat 1. It's a tropical storm, and it's just effing everybody up. And they didn't hype this one up at all.
They did a little bit.
They started was like, poo-poo. They poo-pooed it and poo-pooed it and poo-pooed it. And they're like, hey, it's coming. It's like a game they play or something. Oh, yeah, it did come. We said it probably wasn't going to come, but it's coming. And then nobody had any idea it was going to dump this much water on everybody. But hey, man, it's not that big. If you really were worried about it, you had plenty of time to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yep.
They rescued like 500 people.
Rescued.
Water
People
rescues.
where their houses were.
I think they were just
flooded.
trapped in their houses.
Yeah.
And they're from panicking, like, because you're not going to die. It's like, it was like 4 feet of water, but we're just going to ruin your house.
Is it just we got really good breakers or something? Like, what? How do people not like their house burn down with electrical fire?
How do they
That's
not get
what I wonder.
electrocuted?
It's like, does everybody, I can't believe that everybody goes and shuts off their breakers.
I can't believe that.
I mean,
people,
when the water starts coming up over your electrical outlets, doesn't that create, maybe they automatically shut off before they electrocute
My
you?
house
I don't
almost
know.
burned down. I didn't barely realize it, but You know, during the biggest rain, you know, one of our breakers flipped, and then we turned it back on, and you could hear this noise under the trailer, so we turned it off, and then I checked it out yesterday. You know, standing on my back porch, and I turned the breaker back on, and I just hear like arcing of fucking electricity. I was like, oh shit. You know, and I felt bad for Lauren because I was poo-pooing it the whole time and being like, oh, it ain't nothing, you know. And after, you know, hearing that noise, I was like, I was all in my head. And then the next day we turned it on and it was like, oh, shit, something's arcing bad under the house.
That's not good.
No.
Mm-mm.
What happened? What'd you do about it?
I turned it off.
What was the breaker to?
The GFI. I don't know.
I got Meaty Mandingo subscribed for 64 months. I think that's as deep as it
What's
gets.
up, B? Back in town.
Deep as it gets.
The B is back in
The
town.
bee is back in town.
Where was he? Canada?
Yep.
Nice.
I don't know what I picked a good week to go.
Yeah.
Hopefully miss some of that hurricane BS.
Man, I made the I'm just still pissed about this, man. I forget what it's like the tiki bar or whatever. Out in like Claremont. I forget what we even went out there for. To drop Bella off or something. We just had Harper. And you know, we don't usually just have Harper, so we're like, let's have a Harper day. Let's go get some chicken wings and go skating and shit.
Yeah.
And man, we went to this tiki bar.
Is that the picture you had? of her
Yeah.
Eating wings.
Mm-hmm. We went to this tiki bar, and I was like, let's keep it cheap and just all split 20 wings.
Yeah.
You know, we got a side of fries and 20 wings. Lauren got a beer, and we got 2 sodas.
$75.
It was $80. I was just like, I was doing it in my head, you know, 20 wings and 2 drinks, whatever. I was like, you know, I think we're going to get out of here for under $40.
Huh.
You know, and to just be handed that bill that said $81, I was like, I was just like, I can't. I looked at it, and it was, you know, for 20 wings, it was $44. For 20 wings.
$44.
I mean, what the fuck is that? Like,
That's crazy.
and, you know, I got them plain because, you know, I was eating them with Harper with 2 sauces on the side and 2 blue cheese. And she's like, oh, the sauce is going to be $1.50 extra. I thought that was
50 extra.
for each. I thought she meant for all, you know, I was getting mild, you know, or buffalo and blue cheese and ranch on the side. It was $1.50 for each. So that was like $4.50 just for sauces. Oh, and then a tip. Oh God, it was like almost $100.
See, I told you when I said, what did I say? $35 each or
40 bucks each.
40 bucks each when you go out to dinner.
It's crazy. We used to go to the Green Parrot, and we used to be the whole team. Our, you know, like 6, 7 or 8 of us, 10 of us go to the Green Parrot. We just have 50 wings, pitcher after pitcher of beer, French fries and cheese.
Yeah.
Just a couple sodas. And it's like always under $200 for just a shit ton of people and a shit ton of beer.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing. It was like no big deal at all. We were never like, oh my
people
God,
now is
what
like
are we going to do about this
$400.
Green Parrot bill?
Yeah, it'd be like, I mean, you weren't spending $500, were
No
you?
way. It was nothing. It was chump change. We weren't like raking in the dough back then.
Yeah.
It was no sweat to go to the Green Parrot.
I think it's a way to put these small businesses out of business, man. And nobody's freaking out about it. Nobody's talking about, you know, they came out with why wings are going up so much because of a wing shortage. They jacked the prices up for wings. And then they never brought it down, never said it, never were like the wing shortage is continuing. That's why wings are still expensive.
But they're not that expensive at the store anymore.
Yeah, but they are at a restaurant, and
I
that's
know.
gonna put places out a bit small. That's like a lot of places like Beef O'Brady's and like this Tiki Hut. They're, you know, one of the main things they serve is wings, but people aren't gonna go have, you know, wings. That's like a cheap thing to do. You know, that's what we ain't got nothing to do. Oh, let's go get 50 wings up at fucking Beef O'Brady's. You know, you and a couple of your friends. and now that's going to cost you $100. You know,
Yeah.
$150 maybe.
And maybe
whole-
that's what they're doing to help create a recession and for people to go out of business.
Snook Man says, stop buying wings at these places. Wings are cheap as F and they're just keeping the price up. I refuse to get wings at a restaurant now. Or Snook Man, are you contributing to the demise of the American small restaurant?
Yeah, I think he is, but you
Yeah,
got
but-
to. I mean,
Yeah.
If I would say if you don't get wings at a chain restaurant, get them at a mom and pop.
yeah, and cost
But,
you an
but
arm
still,
and a
when the
leg.
chain restaurants go out of business, that's not going to be good for the economy either.
No, I mean it's just mine. It's taken me a while to understand that wings are expensive. You know.
It's taking you a long time.
Yeah.
Weston said him and Trisha for about 2 years now only order one meal and share it. And I always get water, he says. Well,
We used to do that because they just give you so much food at a restaurant. They give you so much
Yeah.
food. We used to. It took us years and years. We were like, we're just going to split an entree, and maybe get an extra side or an appetizer.
yeah.
And we never walked away hungry.
No.
Well, I
Ever,
date a
ever.
server, and like that is a pain in the dick. You know, like to sit down and split a meal, and she's just like, "Oh my god, I hate when people do that to me." You know, because their check's not going to be much, and they're trying to
Yeah.
save money. Now they're gonna.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, well, you know, we're not, you know. And then she wants to tip like 30%. I'm like, we're not rich. Like,
Yeah.
chill out on the tip,
And
man.
we didn't always do it just to save money. We were like always
Just don't wanna
going
eat that
away
much.
so full. And it's
So
like,
full.
and I would get, in the beginning, because with one meal you only get like a salad or a soup. And, I'd order like a little salad on the side so that I could have a salad too or something. And then we'd split the meal. It was always like, all right, I'm glad we did that. Because you know how many times you sit down like at Carrabba's or something, and you eat all the bread, or you get an appetizer and then eat the bread, and then you're like, all right, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
I'm full now.
Yeah, I'm finally not tipping anybody that's fucking ridiculous. Like I did it for,
Yeah.
made me realize how much money I wasted, but it was always like $1, so I didn't think much of it. But like, I'm done tipping the fucking Subway guy and the taco bus guy.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, like you're not.
They're just
Yeah.
at a firehouse now. They got a thing up there. It's like they're not doing anything they're just doing their regular job, behind the counter, and everybody wants tips. It's like,
Well, they want
no.
you to tip these people so they don't have to pay them
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
much, so these fucking giant corporations can just
make more
fucking
money.
rake in more and more money. I can't.
And some people act like, well, if they have to pay more, then they raise the price of the sandwiches.
They
And it's
don't
like,
have to.
They don't
peop-
have to. They're just, it's greed. I've said that years and years ago when they started doing that kind of bullshit. I was like, that's just so that their profits don't go down any. They want to make, a certain amount of money.
It's not so their
and-
profits don't go down. In 2023 and 2024, these companies are making record profits.
Yeah.
Everybody else is suffering, and these companies are, making you leave their employees a tip so they don't have to pay them as much, so they can just fucking make more and more and more. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
And you're the mom and pop charging $44 for 20 wings because that's the only way you can stay in business. And you're getting screwed. You're getting totally screwed.
It's fucked.
It's fucked. It's fucked. Anybody, you been watching the Olympics any?
I did a little bit, and then I'm kind of over it. I don't want to seem like a millennial person who gets over something in a week, but it's been about a week, and I'm about over it.
It is a long time. It's still going strong, I think. I think they still got a bunch of stuff coming up.
All I see on the internet is that guy that shot that target, man, with no
Turkish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall for it like everybody else, but I'm like, kind of a badass move, man. To see, I've always wondered that when you see these people with all this fancy shit on there. I'm
Yeah.
like, just go out there and fucking shoot you, but make a name for yourself just for not dressing up like a jobber.
He'd have nothing. Dead-eye dick. Just picked up his gun. Silver medal. It was pretty impressive. And
Everybody,
the other girl's dressed like the Matrix. Got all these contraptions on her head and stuff. Yeah. So the other thing is the guy who knocked it down with his penis. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's everywhere. So can you imagine? You fail at the Olympics, and the only thing people remember you for is
I don't know if it might be better than a
Like,
gold
yeah,
medal.
That was my dick.
my dude. I mean, yeah.
I would have won gold if I didn't have this huge penis between my legs.
And I don't think it knocked the bar. I think the bar was already falling. I think he already blew it. So it just happened to catch on his penis on the way down. See, he knocks it down. Oh, and then it hits it again.
Uh-huh.
What happened here, Coach Judy? On the way down.
I don't know what she said. I don't think she said his penis knocked the bar down. If that's what she
they
was
asked
thinking.
the other announcers, like, well, so what happened there? They didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
What happened there? Can you tell the people that his penis knocked the bar down?
I think the other announcers are real nasty. He's like, so, Julie, tell us what happened
Tell me
here.
what happened. Tell me.
I want you to hear me. I want to hear you say that.
We're gonna play it in slow motion. Tell me what happened.
Slow right here, look. Wah, 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 wah,
That-
wah, wah,
What
wah.
happened here, Coach Judy?
Sometimes the bar just moves. Maybe it.
I think he hit it pretty good.
On the way down.
I don't know what she said.
Now, hold on. This had to have happened. Every pole vaulter out there has taken a pole up the butt, right?
You would think.
I
It's got to
mean-
be a...
You see it. It's not like super rare.
Yeah,
like
sometimes
you
the pole's
know,
going to go up your
some
butt.
days you just go on Facebook and you pull it up, and the first thing is some pole vaulter getting a pole up his ass.
What do you mean? That would kill you.
It doesn't.
Doesn't insert.
Yeah, insert, but it jams up your butthole.
Ugh.
Almost, you
Ugh.
know.
Oh, that makes me hurt
I
right
see it all
my
the
pelvic
time.
floor aches right now. That's why they try to throw the pole away.
Yeah,
And
so it
sometimes,
doesn't go-
sometimes their hands hit the bar because they're trying not to get the pole up the
Yeah.
butt. So this guy will live forever. This French guy with the big bong. Oh, there it is, taking the bar down.
Yeah.
Bam!
Him and the shooting guy so far.
Strap that thing
On
down,
the way
buddy.
down.
Got 20 million memes on the internet about his giant.
About your
Gat.
giant penis, buddy. Bong.
What happened here, Coach Judy?
It almost sounds like he's laughing.
On the way down.
You know,
And he's setting her up.
it's ridiculous how much gold medals and shit we win, and we just destroy everybody. At what point is us being the fattest country in the world going to affect the Olympics?
That's a good question.
How come we're the fattest country? I think by far in the world. But we still have the best athletes.
I think the world's catching up to us a little.
I think it might.
I think they are. I think we used to dominate even more.
They're putting, making sure they put fast food all over the world.
Gotta catch these people up to us.
Yeah.
I heard something about.
Oh, go ahead.
I think people going. I think it was Italy. And you go there, and the Italian food's pretty fatty.
Yeah.
And people say they go there and just pig out and end up losing weight because they don't put the same shit in their food. You go there and you pig out on pizza and pasta all day, and then you don't gain weight because you're eating better than you normally do.
I think if you don't eat processed food, that's the main key.
Yeah.
You can eat all that. You can have pancakes. Just make them. You can have stuff that's fattening, like my grandfather ate. He ate. My grandma fried with bacon grease. He lived till he was 93, but he ate food from his garden, and meat that they got at the store, fried in bacon grease, and that's all he ever ate. 93, 94 years old. In great health. It's in the genes too. That's probably what it is too.
God, I gotta find something good to eat salsa with. I'm on a salsa diet right now, but it's the chips that's getting me. I think I spent I bought a bunch of tomatoes and onions and jalapenos and ghost peppers and made some salsa. God, I just can't get over it. I didn't eat anything but chips and salsa yesterday all day long. And in my head,
Can't wait
How
for
many
him.
bags
Can't
of
wait for him to
chips?
use the
I-
bathroom in here.
I only ate one bag of Doritos. So besides the bag of Doritos, it was all just healthy stuff and a little bit of sour cream.
We always struggled with that. There's got to be something you
Yeah.
can eat.
Like
With-
tree barkers.
Yeah, something that tastes okay. All it's got to do is taste okay.
Yeah, just okay.
to dip it,
Because salsa is delicious.
Yeah.
Like you should make it really, especially a nice homemade salsa. Oh, it's so good, and it's got virtually no calories.
Yeah.
And maybe if you put some beans in it, it's got a few more calories. But those aren't.
beans in my sauce.
But those aren't bad calories. It's
Fucking beans,
just
yeah.
tomatoes and peppers. It's all good stuff. And then you put this chip, this
Yeah.
processed chip loaded with the carbohydrates and trash, and ruin the whole thing. We could never figure out anything to dip in there.
It's got to be something you could
That's as good-
bake. You
that's
could
as good as a
slice
chip.
and bake, and then
Can't
it
do
gets
it.
hard, and then it's something.
Lauren gets this Mateo salsa that's pretty good. And I made 2 big things of salsa, one spicy, one not. And it's better if you make the salsa yourself. Like for some, it's one of those things like catching your own fish and stuff. Like for some reason, it tastes way better. When you make it and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I made this. You trick your mind into thinking it's better than it really is because you made it.
Because you made it.
And, I'm like, I sat down and started eating some salsa. I'm like, oh, you want some salsa? And she goes to the fridge and grabs the jar of salsa from the store and sits down and starts eating it. And I was so pissed.
That's the one thing about her that she does not appreciate having a cook, having someone that will cook for her.
No.
Oh my God, that would be so awesome.
I've spent
She
like
just won't eat
hours
your cooking.
making meals before making dinner while she's at work, and she gets home. She's like, "Oh, I ate something on the way home. I stopped by McDonald's and got 6 cheeseburgers. Thanks for making dinner, though."
Donna's an excellent cook. I appreciate it because every night she's preparing a delicious meal, a delicious at least 3-course meal.
Yeah.
And to have that done for you, is
Oh, it's
just awesome. It's got to
godsend.
be awesome. And Trace cooks and makes that kind of stuff, and then she eats stuff out of a jar.
I think she does that. She does that just to get under your skin.
Yeah, she's trying
Just
to
to
make
get
me
it.
like kill myself.
She's trying to gaslight Trace into oblivion for sure.
Yeah, Have you ever seen the videos of like what other people's kids have for school lunches? Did you ever see those?
No.
It's like in Japan and in China,
Oh,
different
yeah, I've seen
countries, and they're just all good stuff.
It looks
And
good
they
too.
get fruit, and they like it. They eat because they're raised on vegetable
Real food,
yeah,
and-
fruit and stuff like that, and they get all this fruit stuff for lunches, and they all eat it, and they don't.
School's another way to poison your fucking kids, I
Yeah.
think, Like,
And when
my
they do it
kids,
during the summer, we got to make sure we keep your kids being poisoned during the summer.
my kids eat, pretty decent, but, sending them to school, you're like, here's a fucking Lunchable. Like, I'm guilty of it. Like,
Yeah.
and those Lunchables, man, like,
those
those
are
got to be the
nasty.
worst processed things you could ever eat, man. And it's like,
Keep that on the shelf for 6 months and it's still good. That Lunchable, all those preservatives.
no, it's so bad.
And what happened to America where now a good percentage of the population cannot feed their children over the summer? That's all over the news.
Yeah.
Is these schools have to stay open or do traveling buses to feed kids because
they
they're not eating
never-
because they're not in school. It's like, so parents can't even feed their kids now
Well,
at all?
I find it disgusting too that they never mention why. They never mention parents. They never mention why aren't you parents feeding your kids. They never mention anything like that. They just
They don't-
feed
they're
the
not gonna
kids.
there's
they
no
don't want to
shame.
shame anybody
There's
for.
more
Yeah,
shame.
what
It's
is-
like these parents are all they can buy beer and cigarettes, but they can't
They're-
feed their
It's not
kids.
even
Guarantee the parents,
shaming.
the
It's
parents
having-
got a cell phone again. I mean,
Yeah.
an iPhone. Go ahead.
It's not shaming. I mean, it's just having a conversation. You know, why would, for the news to never even be like, and why can't these people feed their kids? Like, they would never fucking do that in a million years.
They would never
Which
do
is
it. They
just the
wouldn't.
first question you should ask after, what is going on? We should do a little bit of figure out why these
Yeah.
people can't feed their kids. And they would just never do that. It's so absurd that we live in
Yeah.
a country where all the news is just, you watch the news and the main thing people want to know they got to avoid and they would never bring up. And it's, I'm losing it over here.
If you wanted to feed, if you had 2 kids, just say 2 kids, for example, and you wanted to feed them lunch for a week, you could buy 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese and 2 packs of hot dogs, and that would give them lunch for about 7 days. Because a big thing of macaroni and cheese would last 2 kids, 2 or 3 meals.
I mean, I understand that food prices have gone up, and that's a little different. Not much, but I mean, the food prices have gone up a lot.
For
but
sure.
I'm just saying.
But you can still.
You can still feed. Like, I made fried chicken over the weekend.
So good.
And I had
so good.
7 people here eating
There's some
it.
of it in there, in the fridge still, Trace.
Oh.
And I figured
7
that
people.
7 people
7
ate
people.
it. And then I had more that I could cook, and I made it yesterday again for 3 of us. So that's 10.
10.
And then I still have 2 bags of it left. And that each pack of chicken cost me about $11, $12.
Yeah.
So I figured it was about $40 that 10 people so far have eaten that with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn. And that was about $40. People spend way more than that going out to dinner. If people would quit going out to dinner, that's the problem. But you
10
can make
meals.
that at
10
home.
meals for 40
And
bucks.
I
That's
still
4 bucks.
have-
That's $4 a meal.
I still have a meal in there that I
Yeah.
could feed 5, 6 more people on. So to me, there's no excuse for not cooking at home and being able to feed your family.
If you're poor.
And if it wasn't that, if I was, even if I was poorer, I would get hot dogs and macaroni and cheese. And it's easy to feed your family.
And if I was poor, and I'm not much of a cook, I would be getting bologna and bread and mayonnaise. And that's what I'd be eating, bologna sandwich. I don't think people think like that anymore. They're just like, well, I got to go to McDonald's for lunch.
Yeah.
What else do you want
Well, I
me
got
to
to
do?
get my Starbucks. It cost me as much as it would cost
$7
me to cook a meal at home.
I get my $7 coffee. I can't live without
I
it.
think that's the problem is that people don't know how to sacrifice and stop spending as much money. They don't know how to quit eating out.
I've got no clue how to sacrifice.
When I was growing up, we never went out to eat. Hardly ever.
My dad
not
had
like-
5. Yeah, my dad had 5 kids, and we never, we went out to eat like once a month. And we'd go to the pizza place
We'd
and
get
pizza. or
ABC
something.
Pizza in Brooksville and have to, drive a half hour into Brooksville to pick it up.
Yeah,
a
I don't know
big-
what
it's a
to
big
tell you
deal. It was a
guys.
big
You
deal.
know, like we finally, a couple, I'd say, maybe 6 months ago to a year, I finally got through Lauren's head that we can't be spending $100 3 times a day, going out to eat.
Yeah.
And that's why, going out to get wings was like the first time we've been out in like a week or 2, we were still go out a little bit, but, maybe once a week. Oh, sorry. But it's just, it's crazy. Nobody's not going out to eat. They don't know how to cook. I mean, like I said, Lauren has these people, all these girls at work always, freaking out, about like their headlights and having air in their tires. Like, what point am I just going to be like so above everybody else? Like, I feel like that point's got to come when people can't put air in their tires and don't know how to do anything or change a tire. Are they just going to eventually, make everything to where you go somewhere and get it done? Are people paying to go to get air in their tires?
I'm surprised they haven't brought back the person that stands out there and pumps your gas.
Yeah.
How come? Why did they bring? Oh, because people can't.
People want to just
people would pay for that.
pay
They
to
would.
have everybody do everything for them.
They wouldn't even think about paying
yeah.
an extra 10 cents a gallon for somebody to pump their gas.
Brown Buck says, for healthier chips, buy a package of corn tortillas, cut them in 4s, and bake them, and they'll get crunchy.
Yeah. I've done that before.
Yeah.
What is it? I got a story, and I made sure I asked Lauren if I could tell this, and I almost still even don't want to say it, but this is freaking crazy. This 50-year-old dishwasher that works with Lauren got in trouble for pooping in the parking lot.
Why
That's
would
just
she
washing your
do
dishes.
See, she didn't get fired. They made her clean it up.
Wow.
Well, what the fuck is going on there, man?
Why did she do that? Did anyone
They
ask
say she
her?
goes out and, like, before her shift, she always opens every door in her car, the trunk, both back doors and the front door, and changes there, naked, so, like, everybody can see her, and then gets out and poops in the parking lot.
Every morning?
I don't know, man. They caught her on camera and everything,
bathroom
pooping
ri-
in the parking
Got a
lot.
bathroom
They
right-
were open. There's a
Yeah.
bathroom inside. She just felt like pooping in the parking lot.
Used to pooping in the parking lot.
What the fuck is going on,
Very
man?
freeing. It's very
Does
freeing
she live in her
experience.
car?
I don't know, but I mean, it sounds
Maybe.
like it. And, Lauren that day almost got in trouble for wearing the wrong pants. And she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This lady just shit in the parking lot and I'm getting in trouble for wearing the wrong pants."
Yeah. God.
Shitting in the parking lot, and she's cleaning your dishes.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
That's
Nice
gross.
and clean.
What kind of pants are you not allowed to wear?
Yeah, I don't even. You're supposed to wear black pants with the. I don't know, man. You can't wear like
Black work pants.
black work pants. Is what you're supposed to wear.
Can't wear what, like yoga pants kind of
Yeah,
thing?
she was wearing like legging type pants. It wasn't quite good enough or something. I don't know.
I gotta take a call just in case
Okay.
somebody had me.
No problem. I got the Olympic quiz coming up later
Oh,
today. Chase.
shit.
See how much you guys know
I
about,
watched a little bit.
most of this is historic answers. It's not
Not current.
not current.
I don't know if I'll do good at that.
Well, I think it's 5-2, Donna. 5-2, Donna, in the quizzes.
I thought I won the last one. No,
I don't think
I
you
might
did.
not
I
have.
think you blew it.
What do you think about Doritos and salsa? Lauren thinks I'm a weirdo.
They're fine. I think it's best to have a plain corn tortilla chip, but then you don't have the competing flavors.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm a Dorito. Like, I'll dip Doritos in anything, man. It's just as good as a regular plain chip. I mean,
I don't have a problem with that.
I have a problem with, like, I'll pour out a bunch of Doritos to eat in my salsa, and then a lot of them have a lot of good flavor, and I just end up eating the chip. I go through the. Do you go through the Dorito bag and pick out all the good
all the
flavored
good
ones
all the
first,
good
and then
ones.
you're left with a bag of shit Doritos?
Yeah. What's the bad? Why can't they just make them all like that?
Why can't they
Why
make
can't
them
they make
all
'em
like
all? Why-
that?
I don't understand. And wouldn't that be a popular chip? Because they have some like the goldfish, like the flavor blasted.
Yeah.
What a crock of shit that is.
Yeah.
They're not
They
that
used-
flavor blasted, man.
Used to flavor blast them. I mean, I get the pizza ones. Those are my favorite. The flavor blasted pizza goldfish and the cheddar. They're both pretty good, but they used to be flavor blasted, and everybody was like, "Oh, flavor blasted," and then they just stopped blasting them with the flavor, and I'm pretty pissed about it.
Very marginal. Goldfish are very
yeah,
marginal.
I don't even buy them anymore.
Good.
Mm,
Good. The vanilla are the vanilla cupcake? Are those goldfish? Or is it-
Yeah.
those are pretty good.
Those are, yeah.
I
I'm
don't
sure
do
they've
that.
ruined them now. But talk about processed, that shit.
Yeah, I
That's
quit
gotta be
buying
the
them
worst
'cause they
crap
were
for
so
you ever.
processed.
I did a 25. I work out so rarely that it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I wish I could be more consistent, but I did do 20 curls, 25 push-ups, and I walked a mile and ran half a mile yesterday.
Good for you, buddy.
I don't know. if it was a good idea or a bad idea. It hurt the whole time, my knees, both knees, just fucking
Both knees. No.
both knees really hurting, and
Cripple.
I could get up to a decent speed running, but I couldn't stop. I don't know, it's whatever. It was
Harder
blown
to
out.
slow down.
I'm just like running, and then I'm trying to stop, and I'm like, oh, like an old man out there. I mean, I'm running like a real old man too.
Yeah, that sucks. Sucks when you're running, days are over, especially at your age.
Well, like I'm torn on what to do right now. I don't know. I'm just bitching about it till something happens. Like I'm waiting for a doctor to hear me talking about it or something. Be like, hey, Trace, I'll fix your knees. I'm going around doing a lot of bitching, hoping somebody, sees
Somebody
me.
will help you.
Somebody's like, hey, I'll get you some insurance or something. I don't know. That's all I got. All I got is hope that somebody's gonna, get me some new knees or something.
Why don't you go to physical therapy?
Well, I don't.
It's a you
You said it costs like $100.
Yeah.
It's probably like $150 now.
Yeah, well, you got to save up $150 and go to physical therapy because that's the only thing you're going to be able to afford. And there's a chance that they would be able to help you.
I don't think so. Do they do surgery at physical therapy?
No, they do not. But they, whatever. Then don't just keep your bitching.
Right, there's supposed to be a tendon here, and it's right here on the top of my knee, all balled up into a little knot.
Yeah, we got to get rid of that.
Yeah, I gotta get it cut open and reconnected. Fucked.
That ain't gonna happen. So, well, see, you're toast, buddy. You're just
I'm
toast.
just gonna bitch
You're
until
just
somebody asks Santa Claus for it for Christmas. Some new knees.
And as Navy says, spend some of that restaurant money on a knee doctor, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'd be, you have to start a fund.
Well,
Trace's knee fund. It'd take a long time to save up about,
I've got about
5 to 8 G's.
Well, I need about $60,000 to pay off other stuff. After $60,000, then I can start saving up for knee stuff. So I need about 120 grand, and I'll get all my bills paid and everything, and then be able to get new knees.
Sweet.
I just need like 120 grand.
Let's get to work on that. We were talking about the Olympics. Donna was asking the question Saturday, I believe. She's like, if you're looking at the 100-meter dash, all 8 finalists are black.
Yeah.
And the majority of the heats, all the races, all the participants are black. But no one is allowed to say black people are faster than white people.
No.
Nobody. When's the last time you heard somebody in the media
Why don't they
say
ever
that?
do any kind of research and tell us what that's all about?
And what's the big
the
deal?
What's the race? There's nothing racist about that. I said, why aren't black people doing it? Why aren't they saying, why are we superior?
You can't.
Yeah.
What's wrong with saying, why are we superior? Why are we superior in sports than you? What do we? I mean, to me, that's like that proves that there's something different.
I don't
right?
think so.
You don't think
No?
there's anything different?
How is it all?
I
how are
can't
they
even
faster
say it
then?
because it's so,
Oh,
it's
so you
kind of
thi-
racist.
So you think you know, but you can't say it.
But,
Yeah, I
kind
know.
of.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
What?
I'm not gonna say it.
From when they were,
We're not gonna say it.
but still,
She's not going to be able to help it.
It's
well, that
It's so obvious. It's such an obvious. Okay, what's the percentage of the African American population in the United States? It's like 13% or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you look at the NFL, there are 64 positions for starting cornerbacks,
Yeah.
and they're all African American. That statistically would almost seem virtually impossible. 13%, but 100% of those positions. And why is that? I would imagine that they're better cornerbacks than white people. I would say,
Yeah.
but you're not allowed to say that, and it's weird. Why not? Obviously, they're better cornerback. There's not a white guy can even sniff a starting job as a cornerback in the NFL.
You say that. Also, you say that too, and you're like, and then you know, just 1 year they'll end up being the best cornerback in the league's a white guy. You know, like that happens all the time. I see. You know,
Not all
you're
the
like, why
time, but
don't
it
black
does happen.
people play golf? And then Tiger Woods comes in, and it's like, oh, I'm the best player ever. You know, it's you know, it seems to happen a lot.
You mean the reverse? That
Yeah,
a white like Christian McCaffrey is
Yeah.
probably the best offensive player in the league, and he's white.
yeah.
But he's not the only white. You know, there's like 2 or 3 white running backs out there. He just happens to be the best.
Yeah.
The best receiver is Cooper Kupp,
Yeah.
and he's white.
I don't know. What about
But he's
Tyreek
like-
Hill?
But well, that's true. Yeah. Statistically, it might be Cooper Kupp though.
I don't know,
I don't know
man.
what that. I don't know what that.
I'm
means.
sure one day there'll be a white guy winning the 100-meter dash.
I don't know.
Not if you saw the heat races here.
And if I was black, I'd be saying we need to quit breeding with white people, or we're going to be watering down our superiority. Is that a word? Superiority. Did I say that?
Superiority. I was watching. Oh, you mother effer! Disabled by owner.
Who disabled us?
Somebody disabled my ping pong shot. Truls Moregard. Truls. Damn it! I wanted to show the ping pong shot. This is real hard to spell this shit. Gardh. Gardh. Shots. Mother effer.
God,
Oh,
man, I
here it
posted.
is.
Oh,
I
sorry.
think this is it.
Posted a freaking picture of me and my kid eating chicken wings. Everybody just dissing me,
For what?
wondering why I'm not eating buffalo shrimp. Trace is getting fat. Trace is getting a gobbler. A bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
Your kids are brutal.
Not my kids. People commenting on Facebook.
Oh, okay. That's what usually what your kids say.
In that picture, there's a picture on my Facebook of me and Harper eating.
Wings? Yeah,
Eating
I saw that
wings.
picture.
The 2 guys behind us were back there contemplating how to kill their wives. I'm not even-
Loudly?
pretty loudly,
Loudly?
you know, and they're just like, man, I just kind of. They were kind of like hinting on like killing them, and then they were like, man, why can't they just die in a car crash or something? Like, what, you know? And when I was thinking about it, I'm like, doesn't that just make these guys big pussies? Like, if you really, they seemed like they really wanted their wives dead.
Why
Can't
don't
they
you
just
just
divorce
leave?
their
Yeah,
wives?
just leave
You
them.
know. I guess they take half of everything they got.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. The money deal.
Yeah.
Take half your shit.
Man. Why wouldn't you sign, you know, like I didn't worry about signing a prenup or nothing because I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing, but
Yeah.
like why wouldn't you, is that just like that would be, you're marrying this girl, she's marrying you for your money, so she wouldn't marry you if you
Yeah.
did that, you know, or something? Like why
Yeah.
would you sign up for this lady maybe taking half your money and you're stuck with her forever because you don't want to divorce her because she'll take half your money?
I think guys should make that the norm though, but see, guys don't want to because they want, you know, if they get a good catch, they don't want to make them not marry them by saying, "Hey, sign these papers." But if they make it the norm, because I think it's kind of weird that I don't think you should be allowed to, you know, unless your wife quits her job and stays home and raises the kids, and then, you know, you leave her for some other younger girl or something, and she's like, "Well, I haven't worked in, you know, 10 years, and how am I going to get a job? And, you know, what am I going to get a job doing?" But if you both work,
Yeah.
I mean, only if you have kids, you know, why should she get money, half of your money? I don't, I guess it's more like the people that have a lot of money and the wife comes in and just can take,
Yeah.
you know,
Millions.
millions and millions of dollars. It's like, that just doesn't
seem-
seem right. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. I don't understand why that is, because she doesn't need, you know, $100,000 a month to live.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be allowed to take someone's money like that.
I think I don't know why that is, but people don't care about it because they're like, well, he still got $200 million.
But that's all people think of. But that happens to regular people too. That and it a lot of times devastates the guy. It's almost like she gets more than he get. She gets the house, she gets this, she gets that. That kind of stuff.
That's probably why those guys were contemplating that, Tracy, because
Yeah.
I don't think you can afford it nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't think if you're splitting, somebody gets the house and the other person has to go find a place to live. And maybe they can't afford that, so they're just hoping for
I
a
don't
car
get
accident.
child support either at all. Like, I'm just saying because I know a couple people, like, they have similar child payments to me. I know other people that, their wives actually have, they make less money than, their ex. And their ex actually, the girl actually has to pay some child support to them. And then I know guys that pay like $3,000 a month in child support. I'm like, what? What do you like? How do you end up with a $3,000 a month child support? Like,
Bad lawyer.
is
Well,
that
it depends on how much you make too.
Depends on how much you make. Which still, she's not spending $3,000 a month on the kids. Although, that's supposed to go to her house, but then don't people get alimony on top of that?
I don't know. We don't
I don't
know.
know if you
We
get alimony in Florida, do you? I don't even know.
I thought it used to be a state where you didn't, but I don't know.
Here's watching the ping pong finals.
I try. I can't watch.
They're
I
too
can't
good.
watch
They're too good.
pong.
Yeah.
I've been in plenty of ping pong tournaments and had fun, watching people play. But something about watching on TV just doesn't translate.
This guy's a good shot right here. This Swedish guy. He gives him the back spinner.
Ooh.
What? He just sat back and watched
Watch
it
it.
like he knew.
He gives him the super duper back spinner.
Oh, I can't reach it.
Can't even reach it.
Damn.
The Swedish guy said, I knew I was losing, so I thought I'd give the fans something fun. That's a good attitude. Because that Chinese guy whipped his ass
Yeah.
for the gold medal.
Oh.
For sure. Yeah, I'm lying. I was lying. I watch a lot of the Olympics.
Yeah, I knew
I
you were.
I couldn't stop.
Called it when you said it. I'm like, I'm gonna call you out when you watch a bunch of Olympics. And you're like, I'm not gonna watch it. And then I called you out, and you're like, excuses. No, just own it. You gotta own it.
I'm owning it. I'm owning it. I've always liked the Olympics, and I can't resist it. So I've been watching quite a bit. The worst was last night. They were doing the gymnastic floor exercise, and this girl from Romania, was in third place, and then the American does her deal, and she just missed it. So they put her score up there, and so all the girls are now. They all know they won their medals. The gold medalist is cheering, and the silver medalist, the bronze medalist, she's crying. The third place girl,
The Romanian.
and then the Americans made some kind of inquiry about the point deal, blah blah blah, and then like 2 minutes later they went, no, we're changing it. The Americans the bronze,
No.
and the Romanians out, and she's just like, whoa, she's devastated. She's like, well,
Yeah,
that seems
she had
pretty
her-
That's
shitty.
She had her flag, and it was like the first
Oh.
time that the Romanians have won, medaled in
20 years,
so
20 years
long,
or
and
something.
It was horrible
And then,
to watch
then
her.
you go slip
They-
a hundo.
Yeah, they took it away from her. It was like, well, that wasn't very nice. They should have at least we got a tie for bronze. And I think Nadia Comaneci had made a comment about you shouldn't, that was horrible that they
pretty
would
shitty.
do that to her. And I think so too. I was like, well, I think there should be more of something said about that today.
Yeah,
that was
they didn't really
horrible
say
to
much
do to
about.
someone.
They made one little comment like, well, sucks for her, but, and then they went back
And
to
they
the.
just went on to give praise to
Congratulate-
the
yeah.
American girl. It's like,
Yeah.
that's not right.
It kind of sucked. Toyo Tommy gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you, Toyo
Thank you,
Tommy. That's 98. He's gifted 98 subs. Impressive.
What's the? Have you heard about the pan flu deal going on?
The pan.
I named it the pan flu, but what
Pan
is that?
flu.
What is the stuff they put on the non-stick pans?
Of the Pam flu.
The what? No, the
Teflon.
Teflon. The Teflon flu. They're saying a lot of people are getting sick from non-stick pans. It's creating like a flu deal.
When is it? I mean, those pans have been around forever.
I know.
What? It's a new thing.
I think a lot of people are getting sick over it, and it's like, damn, man.
Donna stopped buying that. She started buying just pans that made of different stuff.
Different stuff, but I need to go back to our cast iron. I've got 3 of them, and they're just so heavy. So heavy.
Heavy. And whenever she puts the cast iron pot up there by the sink, and I'm washing dishes, I don't know what to do with this
You
thing.
won't wash it.
You're not supposed to wash
Don't
it, right?
wash
Not
it.
supposed to use
Don't do
soap
it.
on
You'll
it.
get
You
in
don't-
trouble. People,
just use that
you can
soap.
do it at your house in your own kitchen, and people like see you somehow and be like, "Don't put soap on that." You know,
You're ruining
you're
it.
ruining that pan. People are just gonna fucking. I mean, you could just post a video of you cleaning one of those pans with some soap, and people are just gonna fucking hate you for some reason. Like it's a weird deal. Like,
All you got to do is do it. Which
yeah,
is
I mean, I
Not that
you
hard.
know, when I had used cast iron pans, like a lot of times, starting sinking fuck. I mean, I'm scared to say it. I'm scared to say that sometimes I wash my cast iron with soap. Like people get pissed as fuck, man. Like
What is it? Is
you're
it,
preserving the flavors
that-
in the cast
what do
iron
they call
pan.
it? It's seasoned or something.
Seasoned
It's
pan.
Seasoned.
You know, and I use soap on mine and I clean them. And people are gonna hate me because I said this. This is like, might as well retire. I'm gonna have to quit the show. Force quit the show by people outraged that I clean these pans with soap.
yeah.
I'm gonna videotape cleaning one with a pressure washer. I put it on the internet just to piss people off. Got rid of all that seasoning.
I'm gonna try again. I'll try again to use my cast iron skillets.
They're too heavy? That's the big deal. They're too heavy.
Yeah.
Pressure washing's so fun for a little bit.
Oh, it's so fun.
For a
Like
little.
I bet if you
It's
like it,
addicting.
yeah,
I can't stop. I mean, it's not fun after a while, but it's like she said, it's addicting. You can't stop, and you like your back's hurting and stuff. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm so tired of pressure washing, but it's like just one more square. Oh, it's so pleasurable. It's like painting stuff clean.
Oh yeah, but
So
you always
cool.
get yourself in over your head. Like you'll go out to like, pressure wash your front porch or something, and then you're like, oh, that was fun. And then you start your house, and then you're like, oh no, this is gonna take 12 hours. Oh no, this isn't fun anymore at all.
Yeah, to pressure wash that deck out there, that's like a 2 to 3 day job.
Yeah.
Real pain in the ass. Oh, it looks so much better though. It's kind of it's too moldy back there. Too many trees. That deck gets.
Yeah, at least you got the screen over it. You see people without a screen, they're just always picking out leaves in their pool.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what kind of animals would be in that pool. We didn't have a screen.
Yeah.
That would not be cool. We got the Olympics quiz coming up.
Oh,
the Olympics quiz
Really?
coming
Okay.
up. So you'd probably rather do the Sean Raz Karen next. Is that what you'd like?
Yeah, we could do
Yeah.
that.
Do the Sean Raz Karen coming up next. I'll leave you with this footage of a high-speed motorcycle chase. Pretty good.
I'm gonna
It's pretty
wanna
good.
watch it.
Good. We'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Hey, this is Trace, and this is my new song, Country on a Budget. Yeehaw! Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras, big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Y'all know me, you know I'm country on a budget. They always say I'm broke, yeah, that shit gets redundant. Got no cash, but I've been there and I done it. Grab the keys, we bout to go mudding. Riding around, sipping Crown, roll a blunt, we'll burn it down. Tearing up this little town, stealing from the lost and found. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras, big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Drove my 4x4 till my wheels fell off. Then I had a big fart and she caught a off. Now I got no girl and I got no truck. All I got's my horse, hope I don't get bucked up. Riding around, trying to find some cash so I can get another fucking truck to crash. That's what I love and that's what I do. Got some money for gas, then you can come too. Got the truck so stuck that we couldn't budget. Now that's what I call country on a budget. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras, big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras, big
Call up
boat,
them
motor
girls,
stalls
we gon'
in the
get
woods,
it
not the
lit.
mall.
Every time we smoke a blunt, we getting lit. Yeah. Like in the back. Welcome back, ClusterF. Don't forget to hang tomorrow night. To hang. You can vote for the hang. Let me go see what you can vote for. I don't remember.
Great.
We're up for best podcast in the Bay Trace. We made the finals.
Nice.
What's it called? Go to. I don't know about that link. I don't know. Vote.cltampa.com. Just go to the Mike Waters Facebook page and the link's right there. Vote for the Hang, best podcast in Tampa Bay. Be a pretty good rib to win. It'd be a good rib.
I'll vote it.
Do it, buddy. Do it. I should probably vote for myself. Well, we can't do the care of the day because Donna's on a call.
Man,
we can't do the quiz either because Donna's on a call. So we'll have to do some other stuff.
you gotta. I don't know. What do you think about that? The best when they do those contests, is it like whoever just like
It's just the ballot box
kind of cheats?
stuff. It's a ballot stuffing deal. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Oh, I mean, isn't everything that's
Everything's a ballot stuffing.
voting? I mean, you can't. You know, you think about. how many people these elections have to go through and who might cheat and who might do a little bit of this. I mean, you can barely have your own little fucking voting thing for like Halloween, Every once in a while at our Halloween party, you'll figure out that somebody stuck,
Somebody stuffed a ballot. But definitely like how
That's
it's
just
the
like-
same it'd be the same handwriting.
Yeah.
Voting for himself like 5 times.
And there's, there's only like 30 people. You can't even get 30 people together without somebody being like, oh, I'm going to cheat on this.
Preposterous to think any election in the entire world is remotely legit. You don't know how things go.
I constantly consider being a cheater in life, and I just can't do it. I need to get over it.
You need to get over it, man. You need to get over that shit.
What's the one game you play with the words? Is Scrabble, where you get
The tiles.
Yeah, with the little tiles.
Uh-huh.
And you always see people cheating on that. Like I saw a couple movies where people were hiding those in their pockets. The Scrabble things.
Yeah.
And it's like I just couldn't. It seems like it would ruin the game, but like I wouldn't feel right winning. And you got to play it off because that's part of the cheating. It's being like, "Woo, I won," and you didn't really.
I think people who are cheaters, they feel just as good at winning, cheating, as they would if they did it themselves. It's that they're missing some kind of thing in their moral compass. Yeah, I don't cheat. I have cheated. I will cheat if I'm playing against a cheater.
Yeah.
I won't cheat. Like if I'm playing a game of tennis and the ball's out, I'm never going to say it was, in, or I'm never going to make a call to cheat unless I see you make a couple of calls where I'm like, that motherfucker's not.
Yeah, then you gotta cheat back a little bit.
Then I cheat back, but I would never be just the cheater. I feel horrible.
I mean, I definitely can't be the guy at the soccer field that no matter what the call, man, they're just always their way,
Yeah.
They could do something flagrant and they're just like, that was my ball. Yeah, you're just like, fuck, man. Now I got to start cheating too.
Yeah.
It's a cheat off
It's a
now.
cheat. Everybody's a cheater. God, so much cheating. There ain't no election in the world that ain't rigged. Get from the Halloween contest with 18 people voting to the biggest election in the world. They're all fucking fake, and that's just common sense. They're all fake. That's what anybody in power controls the election. You think the American Idol, they got, Kelly Clarkson. People love Kelly Clarkson, and she tests great. They do all the focus groups, and we got to make her, make sure she stays in. But nobody voted for her on the phone call thing. I'm sure they got it in the thing. The decision of the judges are final, and they'll find a way. Everything is rigged, completely. 100%.
Especially if you put money in it. Almost everybody's willing to, maybe cheat if somebody pays them enough to cheat.
I could become a cheater
for the right price.
I mean, whatever radio show that gave me the diaries to fill out to cheat in the ratings, I was like, all right, when we get some bonuses around here, let's cheat. I'm just a hypocrite.
I'm gonna go vote for you in 30 different under 30 different names.
Do it. The Hang, best podcast.
If only
in
I
the
knew
Bay.
how.
Yeah, me too. It's a process. This is what I hate about religion in some aspects is people are such hypocrites. This is the guy. He's going to show you how the what do you call it? The Orthodox Jews, how they get around all the Jewish laws to make life easier.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not how it works. You don't get around the laws in the Bible. You just have to obey them.
Kosher. If you look on the poles, there's these like gray PVC pipes. Gray PVC pipe. We got permission to install one on every single pole. See that? There you go. There's another one. And it's called an Eruv. According to Orthodox Jewish practice, on Shabbat is a day of rest. And we don't have anything in our pockets. We don't carry anything on Shabbos. And it's so relaxing not to have any phone, keys. You're just free. But
But
If you have to push your kids in the carriage to shul, or if you need a key to your house, it could be a little bit of a problem. So there's a hack. It's not really a hack, but it's a Jewish.
he just admitted it's a hack.
Yeah, Jewish hack.
You're hacking the Bible. I think God knows. If you're this much of a believer, you're an Orthodox Jew. I think you know that God knows that you're hacking the Bible, and that's not what. It's a preposterous to
But
think.
that, they think because they're hacking it, they're getting away with it.
They're not.
But they think they are.
They're almost disproving their own religion. They're like, yeah, we'll hack it. We'll do it. Because there's no God that's going to find out.
What's the deal?
They're disproving their own religion.
What's the deal with the people that use the hot plates and stuff? What do some people use? Like, they always burn down a building because somebody's using like a religious hot plate or something.
I don't know about.
Like they can't use electricity, so they use a
hot plate,
gas stove or something.
It's something. They got all kind of things where they, just like this thing. They put something around the telephone pole so they can do whatever they want. It's the most ridiculous thing.
Like Jesus, I guess you'd say he would be God would be all know, but Jesus didn't know about telephone poles, man. He probably would have told you to not put the plastic on the telephone poles if he knew the telephone poles were going to be.
He would. He'd come back. Say, I got to find a little new scripture verse. There is no things on telephone poles, so you can pretend you're obeying Jewish law.
Jewish law that says if there's a barrier, like a fence or a string around the city, it deems the city more of a private domain and less of a public domain, and one is allowed to carry on Shabbos. So we created, with the city's permission, a marker on every single pole. Oh, that one's missing. No. It's actually on the other side. I remember. Anyway, we put up a marker.
What is going on here, man?
So they're inside this fake light pole city, and they can do whatever they want on Shabbat. This guy is the biggest fraud and non-believer in the world, and everybody who believes that is a complete fucking fraud. Hacking your own religion. You're actually more disgusting than people who don't believe.
Now, did they?
I don't find those people disgusting.
Did they pay out of pocket for these?
That's what I want to know.
Or do the taxpayers got to pay for this
ridiculous
ridiculous
for the fake city, for the imaginary border city that lets you carry keys in your pocket? Because it's too much of a hassle not to carry a key.
Just fucking don't carry anything in your pocket if
and
you're
obey
that.
your fucking religion.
I mean, I could wake up one day and just be like, oh, I might, maybe today I won't. I mean, it sounded good, him saying, not carrying anything in your pocket.
Yeah.
I might try it out.
Till you realized he was a complete fraud. And I imagine in the Bible, if they'd known that you'd be driving around in your car on Shabbat, they would have said, oh, by the way, he ain't supposed to be driving either. And then he'd invent some kind of thing around his car. We'd have a string around his car that lets him drive his fucking car, because he doesn't actually believe in God. If you think you're fooling God, you don't actually believe in God. Buddy, how do you like that? I just fucking... You're done. You're done. I roasted you. There's no way. There's no coming back from this, buddy. If you think you're tricking God, you don't believe in God.
Every single pole to, according to halacha, create this eruv, and I have to drive around every week and check that nothing fell down, that the eruv is kosher. So the bottom line is, if you see me driving down the street, move far away, because I'm never looking at the road.
What an a-hole.
Now, is he trying to be an asshole?
No, he's just an a-hole.
With the last part, I mean, he's got to be being an asshole.
No, he's not.
He ended it with by the way, get the fuck out of my way because I'm driving like an asshole.
Yeah, he can't, but he's got to check out. He's got to check out the convection, the shavish, and the kashvat. What a crock of crap. It just blows my mind.
How come it seems hard to start like a new religion?
Because everybody can tell. I don't know how to say. I guess back in the day, it was easier to bamboozle people. Well, maybe now, people are getting so easily bamboozled that there are going to be some new religions. I bet there will be.
But I'm saying, like, for people to, get out of taxes and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and get things done like this and not, how come people aren't just creating a church so they don't have to pay any taxes and stuff like that?
Because I don't think they really care about the real churches. I don't think they do a lot of investigating or anything. But if you try to start up the church of the whatever,
Yeah.
just to get out of taxes, they'll fucking
No, I
squash.
think so.
They'll make sure we don't want people doing that. We like the churches because we use the churches to fool the people. Let's see, here's let's see. It's a great example of not de-escalating a situation. This one's been making the rounds on the internet.
What is it?
That's the guy out with his son walking
How you
around.
doing today? Yeah? Where you heading off to? Just walking? Any specific location? Oh, okay. Is this your son? Yes. All right. Hey, what's your name?
You can tell him your name.
All right, what's your name, sir?
Johnny.
Johnny. All right. All right, Johnny, where you coming from?
I'm just walking around.
Just walking around?
Yeah.
All right, enjoying this weather?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
All right.
checking up on you, man.
Just walk around.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. What?
Shouldn't that be about it?
What the heck is this deal?
Found it a little bit suspicious, So,
What?
just walking around.
Walking around is a little
Yes.
bit suspicious.
I mean,
What?
technically not really, but I mean it is pretty early in the
Technically, not really. Technically,
fuck
not
off.
really. Yeah.
morning. Just wondering what was going
That's what
on.
we do. We get up early in the morning.
got your
just walk
ID
around.
on you?
What do I need an ID for?
Because I just asked you for it.
I don't need to show my ID.
Okay, if you don't give me your ID, I'm going to take you to jail for failure to identify because I've identified that you've
The
been walking
fuck?
around down here at 5:30 in the morning.
Because I've identified that
that
you've
you-
been walking around down here? What
Okay.
the fuck does that even
I
mean?
think this is the quality of cops you're going to be getting now. So best be not walking around at 5:30.
Yeah, we do that.
No, you're not. Give me your ID.
I don't have my ID on me because it's at the house.
Okay, what's your name and date of birth?
Huh?
What's your name and date
I
of
don't
birth?
know, but you can't run. I don't have. This is a state where I don't have to show my ID.
turn around.
You're gonna do this in front of my son?
Yeah, turn around.
Are you serious?
Yeah, turn
This
around.
is my son. Let me bring my son home first.
No, turn around now.
Bro, you need here. Let me videotape this real quick. I want this on video.
What the
What
fuck?
are you doing to my son? Bro, this is fucked up. Son,
Man.
it's okay.
No,
Okay?
what is going
Like what? This guy's getting freaking hogtied for walking around at 5:30 in the morning with his son.
Well, I mean, do you know what happens to this cop? Like,
No, I don't know.
I mean, even if he gets fired, like, you're like, oh, and the guy didn't get arrested. This is still pretty fucking more traumatic than, just watching it. Like, if this happens to you and you're just walking around and you get fucking hogtied in front of your kid.
front of your
like,
kid,
you're like,
man.
What the fuck?
Your kid, he didn't know what to think.
Bro, I promise you, you're gonna pay for this. Yeah, I promise you that. We're walking around. There's nothing suspicious. I've done nothing criminal. I don't have my ID on me. I told you that.
And what did I tell you?
And you just slammed me on the ground because I was trying to record. What are you rolling me on the ground for?
It's gonna be okay.
Dude, this is ridiculous. Man, look what you're doing to my fucking son. There's my phone right there, too.
It's gonna be okay.
What the fuck
What an
is going
asshole.
on here? Like,
I want. Hopefully, they tell us what happens. What
I mean,
happens to
there's-
this cop?
there's this cop like had to know this guy personally or something, right?
He was all. He didn't. Some people don't like their authority questioned. And as soon as he said, "I don't have to show my ID," the cop was like, "Oh, it's on, buddy. You don't question me."
It's gonna be okay. Hey, buddy. He's just gonna find out who he is, all right? And then, hopefully we'll go from there, all right?
That guy he knows that guy fucked up. This cop
Right?
knows that guy
Yeah,
fucked
I think
up.
so.
Hey, what you got there? I'm not gonna hurt you. All right, don't worry about that.
I'd be like, how do I know? A guy dressed like you just beat the shit out of my
He
dad.
might take me down, cuff me. What's this asshole got to say?
Listen to me. You're okay. Hey, quit crying.
This guy just beat his dad up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
I don't think they're gonna tell us what happened.
What the fuck just happened, man?
I need an update on this one.
That guy, you know, that guy, I mean, that cop that did this can't be like, this is going to go well for me, right? At this point, like, once he gets the guy in the car, it's like, oh, fuck. So like, what did I just do? Or like, I mean, is it just the heat of the moment? What? I'm so confused.
I don't know. Maybe he acted like he knew the law. He's like, I'd identify as you suspiciously walking at 5:30 in the morning, and you have to give me your idea. So he may just be a dumbass.
Man.
He's a hothead dumbass, and that's what we got. They've lowered the standards for everything, including being a cop. So enjoy that.
Oh, that was interesting. I mean, I'm gonna look that up later and have something. Figure out what happened to that guy, because he didn't do nothing.
He didn't do nothing. Well, sometimes you don't have to do nothing.
I mean, there's nothing, like, they weren't like, oh, you know, maybe we've had reports of a guy stealing stuff around there. They were just like, there's some guys walking. Let's go arrest him for nothing.
That guy's he's an ignorant hothead.
Man.
Let's see if I'm looking for my pictures of JFK with the bear.
Who?
JFK, like now, see, I don't know, the guy's kind of a flake. You know, first because he had the brain-eating worm, and then there was a controversy about him eating dogs because he had sort of this big carcass.
Yeah,
and now there's a thing, he admits that he took a dead bear and dumped it in Central Park in 2014.
He's admitting to it? What do you mean? Why did he take a dead bear?
He said he was following somebody, and they hit the bear.
Yeah.
And so he thought it'd be funny. He took it to the park and took a picture of him and like the bear was biting him. He put fake blood on his hand.
Yeah.
And then they put a bike on top of the bear and left it there like as a prank.
Now I'm working. That didn't help me at all. Well, I'm just so blown away by this. I mean, it's like kind of,
and he's on his way to do some falconry.
It sounds like nothing he did wrong. It didn't sound like, it sounds innocent. You know, kind of.
Oh, he didn't really do anything. It's just kind of like weird.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
And then when you talk like this, makes it very difficult.
I just like to put dead bears on bicycles.
It's a little bit odd. It's a little bit out there.
Yeah, that's a little odd, you know, loading up the dead bear.
He says he left a dead bear in Central Park as a prank. Okay. Hey, man, you know, what's worse, putting a dead bear in a park or with the other stuff the other politicians are doing? So, hey, you might as well vote for RFK. You might as well.
Or was he trying to do some scam with the bear and he got caught and this is his excuse? He's a bear fucker.
It could be something like that.
I can't think of any with the bike and bicycle and the bear. He's trying to make somebody disappear. They got eaten by a bear.
It's a Kennedy. You never know. You never know what's going on with him. Here's a guy. He's going to explain the Middle East situation to Theo Vaughn.
That should be good.
What you're seeing, all of these green marks, is an occupation. And let me say it again. It's an occupation. It's a military force that is occupying people, and it is an occupation because of a land that has been disintegrated from this.
That's pretty quick, too.
Yeah.
That's in 70 years. There's not much there.
No. Is that the Gaza Strip on the last one?
It's the Gaza Strip right there. You're not allowed to say that, though.
To this.
So you're saying that it wasn't the occupation, it was by force, it was never by agreement.
Yeah, how can you agree to
Is there a lease? What does the lease say?
The what?
The lease.
The lease. There's no lease when you occupy. What did the lease say in France
like
when,
every
when
Jewish guy-
Nazi came in? When Nazi came in and took over your land, you have nothing to say. You have people coming in with their.
Most Jewish people I know are landlords, you know, so it's like I can't imagine they would do this without a lease.
He's pretty funny. We saw. Did you see the Joe Rogan live?
Yeah,
thing
I
on
watched
Netflix?
that.
That was pretty good.
It was
I thought
pretty good. It wasn't super hilarious. It was
good.
interesting.
He yells too much.
A little bit.
Just yells and yells. And he's so weird looking now. So weird looking.
A little bit.
I thought it was pretty good though. Then we watched some of Theo Von's. His was pretty good as well. We also watched the Elton John movie Rocket Man. You ever seen that?
I feel like I have. Maybe not.
It's just basically the story of Elton John growing up,
Yeah.
becoming who he is, going through the trials and tribulations and suicide and all that stuff. It was pretty good. Just it was good because Elton John's got so many good songs.
What is it again?
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
So it's just they got all his songs in there. You're like, man, he had so many songs. He was selling out stadiums, but he legitimately should have been selling out stadiums. Elton John is good, just a ton of really. He was a piano prodigy. He was, he's a genius. Then you look at people selling out stadiums now. It's Taylor Swift and Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
It's like, what's up with this Morgan Wallen dude? I mean,
is he the guy that said the N-word?
Uh-huh.
And did that propel him into stardom?
It seemed to propel him into superstar, like
don't-
into the stratosphere. He's the hottest thing going, and his songs are like just an average country songs at best. There ain't nothing special about him at all. Last night we let the liquor talk. Man, it's a good little song.
Yeah,
I'm going to the
not
fucking
bad.
stadium to see that shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Man, I don't get. Yeah, he got real big real quick because he's.
Stadiums.
I mean, it came out that he said the N-word, and everybody's like, he's gonna get canceled. And
Two,
it
3
did
years
the
later,
exact
he's-
opposite.
Did the exact
You know?
opposite.
I don't think people are. He might have got canceled before. I think people are just so over this whole trans and racial and all this bullshit that, they just don't want somebody to be squashed for, they're not racist. Maybe they're like,
I don't know, but I don't think. I think if they want to squash you, they'll squash you.
I think so.
And
You're
it's
right
pretty
on
easy
that
to
too.
squash.
They don't have to.
They didn't want to squash him for some reason, and I have no idea what that is.
Because I think, the real way to squash you is just to, tell all these social media platforms to not play your shit.
Yes, I mean,
That's
there's
what they do.
There's ways to squash it. There's ways that you don't even know
Yeah.
that they can squash you.
A lot of these things they would, squash during elections and stuff. They would just bring, how much it got. Not you could still share it, but it only would reach certain people.
Yeah.
They would cut the reach in half or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a button, man. Everything out there, there's a button. There's a pump it up button. There's a bring it down button to everything that's posted. There's algorithms, but if you're high up anywhere, you can just hit the more.
Musk has all kind of buttons in his office.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, make this better, this worse. No, more for that, less for this. Yeah, And Ed Navy says, does Morgan sing the Applebee's song? No, I don't even know the guy that sang the Applebee's song. How'd that one go, Tracy? Remember that? Something about
oh, fuck.
Cooler in the truck squeaking on the way home. Applebee's. Like Applebee's.
Get
me a milkshake.
And a phone and a sheet dough.
The fuck was it? I don't even remember the name of that song.
Bougie like Dabba-dee.
Bougie like Applebee's on the vent.
Bougie and a breast and a bat and a Burger King.
Yeah. He was a one-hit wonder. He was a one-hit, but good for him.
What do you think an acceptable amount of pumping up his own stuffness Elon Musk should be able to do? I mean, that'd be pretty hard,
I'd be pumping up my own stuffness.
You
Come
have
on,
to.
you know you would.
You know you would, right?
I would.
Elon Musk's I get Elon Musk's tweets. Like I barely have a Twitter.
Yeah, I do too.
And they
Like
just
bumping
show
up his
up
own
on my
shit.
phone anytime he tweets anything. You know, like
I mean, I'd have an automatic like button that would give me 10,000 likes every time I pressed it.
I mean, you ever post a video on TikTok or Facebook, and you know, a couple days later you look at it and you're like, man, that got 300 views. Like I thought it was gonna get 1 million views.
Yeah.
You know, and if you had the button right there to be like, make people see it more, you wouldn't make people see it more.
Hell yeah, I'd make people see it more.
No, the biggest scam is the buying likes and stuff on TikTok.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Bought likes?
Yeah.
No, wouldn't even know how to
Or
do
views. You know, you go to a
it.
thing.
Like legitimately, or is it?
No,
It's sketchy,
it's
right?
not legit.
Like
I mean, I'm talking.
Click
It's on the
farm.
TikTok deal. You know, you can get on TikTok. You post a video, and you can go like, you know, expand your reach. You know, how many people you want to see this video.
Yeah.
And you click it,
Uh-huh.
and you know, all of a sudden your video is getting a lot more views. But you never get like more comments, you know, and you're like, they're just
fake.
You're giving them money, and they're just giving you they're changing the number on your fucking TikTok that says how many views you got.
Guarantee that's how it works.
Because you know you'd get like 300 people watch it, and you know it's 6 comments or you know 7 comments, and then you get 1 million people watch it, and you still have 7 comments. You're like, all right, that's not.
I mean, I heard years ago they were saying that one day people are going to figure out that this all this digital advertising on these social media platforms, that nobody's watching it. Nobody watches this shit. So it's all a big farce. It's all fake. Everybody just clicks skip.
Yeah.
Do you watch any ads on the internet?
Like one a year, you know, for like a new movie
I was
trailer.
gonna say, if it's
or
a movie
something.
trailer, that's the only thing that'll get me. Everything else, I'm either ignoring or clicking out of as soon as I can 5-second click out of it. So it's I don't know. The whole world is based on just on fraud. Nobody watching those ads.
I mean, even the ones at my house, you know, like the ads that play on TV, I don't watch. Like the second, you know, if I'm watching TV by myself, the second a commercial comes on, I'm just getting on my phone until the commercial.
Exactly. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Yeah, I wish we weren't incapacitated. Incapacitated with our knees.
It might make it better. What are you gonna say?
Because I'd like to try blind running, like blindfold running. Because they have it in the Paralympics, and you get a guide runner, you know, so you don't run into a wall, you know, because you could never run around a track without.
Even with that, you have to really practice that to
it's-
feel comfortable to let loose.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty impressive. I mean, this woman's hauling ass.
No, wait, how
She's
does
hauling
the...
ass.
The guy's pulling her the whole
He's
way.
pulling her the whole way. How do they stop that?
You can't.
I'm confused. So he's not even touching her?
Yeah, he's got. I think they have like a. They're tied at the hand, at the right hand. See?
Oh, so if she falls, boy, you're going down too.
Yeah. Don't get tangled up.
So the fastest, if there was a blind, really fastest runner guy, he might not be able to do it because someone might not be able to keep up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only go as fast as your guy. See, he must tell her to reach for the finish line, I think.
I was trying to see if he told her anything.
He's like, lean. Probably saying lean,
I didn't hear. I didn't look like he said nothing. Watch his mouth. Yeah, he might have said.
He might have said something right there.
Because she doesn't lean at the right place. See, you think she's cheating because she's leaning, but she leans about 2 yards too early. I'm pretty sure. He's like, lean, okay, and then she eases up when she goes over the finish line.
Man, I've seen some of the bloopers for like the blind Olympics and stuff. It's
not pretty.
It feels, it's like hilarious, but you feel bad laughing at it. You know, there'd be like one person like running to do the long jump like as fast as they can, and just fucking just jump and land on the fucking concrete. Right
I've
next
seen that
door.
too. They
Oh,
missed the
fuck.
pit. They
Ow.
missed the pit.
pit. Oh, you're like, oh, his ass. He just ripped his asshole
I
open.
think they have a bigger pit for the blind people.
Or like they'll be going to do the long jump or something like that, and then another blind person just walks out in front of them because they can't see where they're going. It's pretty fucked up.
King Spike says, if I was blind, I wouldn't be doing much running. I would just sit around saying how much it sucks to be blind. They probably don't have Olympics for that.
See, that's how I feel about being blind.
There's people that are go-getters that are blind, and then people that
and it's crazy how much of a difference like it makes, when you're a go-getter and not like there's people that are like, somebody bring me some food because I'm gonna die because I'm blind, and then there's a guy like shooting bow and arrows and just like,
Yeah,
you're
the people who make the blind Olympics.
Blind Olympics.
And then there's me and Trey sitting on the couch wanting some more.
Donna.
More
I'm
nachos.
Tell me what the blind people are doing.
Can we get some more? Get some more beer and
And then-
nachos and weed?
And
Because
then
we're
I'm
blind,
sitting at
and that's all we want to do.
I'm sitting at the bar with Harper or with my friend saying how I wish my husband and son would die. Maybe those guys had blind wives.
I don't know if I'm doing the blind Olympics. If I'm blind, I don't know. I might be going. Hey, man, this is finally my chance to win a medal. I couldn't compete. I'm not that good. I wasn't that fast, but now I'm pretty fast
Until
and I'm
they
blind.
say, well, you got to come out and practice every day.
Oh, give me the nachos and the beer. And the weed.
Is it harder to get embarrassed if you can't see? It seems like it would be, right?
Maybe.
You can't see anyone looking at you.
Maybe.
Like, that guy that went and jumped and didn't land in the he's just like, fuck, like I didn't hit the sand pit, but he can't see all the disappointment on everybody's face. So he can't see people like, oh no.
You can't read any of the bad comments on his social media. I guess you can. It translates it for you.
Nowadays you can.
Here we got the Sean Raz Karen of the week here, babe.
Oh, all right, I'm ready.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta think. I was thinking. What about like, imagine being blind, like the only person blind in a town back in the days. Now they got Braille on everything, and they got
they don't.
they got it on a lot of stuff, and they
don't really have Braille on a lot of stuff.
Just
But they,
bathrooms.
Elevators.
they got a few Braille things.
Elevators.
They don't care. We don't care about blind people.
But the phones too. That makes it a lot easier. Being able to translate that stuff.
Yeah.
But imagine just being like a guy back in the like nobody cared.
Right.
Even more about blind people. You're just like, all right, you're blind. You got to make it through.
When I was younger, I
Survive.
said when I was, young and worked at Busch Gardens, there was a blind guy that worked there in the commissary with us, and he would ride a bus every day. He had a cane, and he would ride a bus from somewhere every day to get to work.
It sounds so bad being somebody who's been able to see their whole life. I guess it's not that big of a deal for them. It is a big deal because it's so hard, but that's just their life. They don't wake up every day like, oh fuck, I'm blind.
He was a dick. Everybody hated him. He was a real dick.
Maybe he did.
Yeah, maybe he hated
Oh,
it.
fuck, I'm blind.
I don't know if it was because he just hated it that he was blind, or he was just a dick.
Just because you're blind doesn't mean you're going to be nice.
Yeah. Why? How was he a dick?
Just always saying stuff and acting like, he just acted like he was all that, and
Know-it-all
was
blind
dicky.
guy?
Yeah, it was just like, ugh, get away. Go away from me, you fucking asshole. He'd just say whatever he wanted to people, stuff like that.
Because he didn't have to see the expressions on their face. I'm
Maybe.
telling you.
I couldn't see him all flipping him off.
Yeah.
Fuck you, buddy.
I just remember everybody was always like, I hate that guy. He's such a dick.
What's the guy who plays piano?
Ray Charles,
Ray
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, it's
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie
probably
Wonder.
He would know more.
There's Stevie Wonder. I think is the guy they're always saying they're not sure if he's really blind, but I'm thinking he just gets like he just plays a gimmick where he gets people to tell him who people are and then pulls tricks on them. You know,
It's a long gimmick. He's been doing it a long
yeah, I
time.
think there, there was a bunch of celebrities being like, they said he was blind. I walked up to him and he was like, "Hey," and said my name and everything, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, you're blind. That's all you got to do is play ribs. What else you gonna do?
He's got a handler that says, "Trace is coming. Here comes Trace."
Coming. That'd be easy.
Now I'm gonna walk away.
Stevie Wonder plays the harmonica in Elton John's song. I guess that's why they call it the blues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Until I saw the movie.
What
I think John Lennon played something too, and like a tambourine or something in one of his.
Tambourine doesn't count.
He played something.
How many blind guys play the piano?
All of them. I got nothing else to do. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles. That's about it.
No, I guess.
That's only blind piano players I know.
More than I thought.
It makes you feel like a slacker.
Yeah, I was like, "There's only one."
I can't learn to
But
play
I
the
guess,
piano. But
I
a
guess
guy
that's easy if you can't see.
guy that can't see can play the piano.
3-year-old Tavon
Oh,
confronted
here
the
we go. This is,
bartender.
drunk woman loses it over bar tab, throws drink at bartender.
Refused to leave. The situation escalated when Tavon threw a drink at the bartender and attempted to get behind the bar. Officers arrived quickly at the bar to help staff with the
They're
disorderly
showing
patron.
everything before.
Here's what the officers
video.
did next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her suspect in the killing of a 3-year-old boy.
How you doing, man? She's throwing drinks and...
Not many people there.
I can tell by the walk it was her.
Excuse me. Can you step over here for me, please?
Man, don't tap on my shoulder like that.
You're not even allowed to tap on their
tap me
shoulder
on the
now
shoulder.
when they're ignoring you. It's like, don't ignore me like that.
Don't tap on my shoulder like that.
Why would you tap on me like that?
I need you to step over here so I can talk to you.
Why would you tap me like that?
Would you tap me like that?
A bunch of people like that, man.
Why would you tap me?
Because it's appropriate?
No, it's not.
I'm not going to argue about that. Step over here
That's
for
not
me.
appropriate.
Step over here for me, please.
No, why?
Oh my God.
Who are you? Who are you? Okay, what is your...
I need you to step over here so I can talk to
I'm not about to talk to you.
you. Okay, hold on. Stop.
Oh, I wanted to see that couple.
Stop.
I wanted.
Put your hands
Rewind it a
back.
minute. I want to see me and Lauren at the bar again. Oh, a little more.
A little more.
A little more. She's walking away, I think. There's me and Lauren sitting there just eating it up. Eating it. You can tell they're pretending to talk, but they're just really listening to this. It's like, this is so worth it.
And then she walks away. It's like, how can we follow them so I can see what's going on?
Here so I can talk to you.
I'm not about to talk to you.
I'm not about to
Okay,
talk.
hold on. Stop. Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
taser.
Put your hands back.
Who are you? John, now look at this. They just... Bitch, I ain't even do shit. Stay back. I never done nothing.
Never done
They just
nothing.
rubbed my motherfucking face into this.
When I tell you to stop, they mean stop.
No, it don't. I don't.
No, it don't.
No, it don't.
No, she don't.
Let's step out here, please.
What the f*** is that?
Well,
No,
one didn't
I can
explain
hear-
what was going on, but you don't want to
I can
listen
hear the
to me, and when
phone
I tell you
alarm
to
going
stop,
off.
you
That's
stop.
my least favorite noise in the world.
What phone?
My phone, the phone alarm going off. It's the same one as like my phone.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's the worst noise in the world to me. Like that shit. Like I'll be walking around. I guess it's because it wakes me up in the
'Cause it
morning.
wakes you up in the morning.
You know, but like sometimes I'll be carrying something or doing something. My phone's in my pocket. My alarm goes off, and I just got I got to finish carrying, and it's just going off. Like it just drives me fucking mad. I can't stand that sound.
Whose alarm?
So her alarm's going off?
Somebody's.
I'm not even hearing it.
Their phone alarm.
Going on, but you don't want to listen to me, and when I tell you to stop, you mean stop.
Y'all just rammed my face in the fucking wall.
Why is this place so
Maybe next
dead?
time you'll do what I'm asking you to do.
Nobody there.
Y'all don't have a reason to wrap my face into the fucking
Yeah,
wall.
you do when you walk
Jesus
away, when they
God.
tell you to stop and you say, I ain't going to.
can't wait to month.
So you gonna explain to me what's going on?
No, why did you push my face into the wall? Why did you push my face into the wall?
Push it into the concrete now.
I have not done nothing. I did nothing. Why would you put my face into the wall?
Don't jerk off on me.
What? Don't jerk off on me?
You can run my...
Jerk off on me.
What is going on?
He just mean because she jerked away? Maybe he meant don't jerk around on me, and he said don't jerk off.
He doesn't have a way with words.
I don't think so.
Don't jerk off on me. Listen, we are...
Other cop looks at him like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You gonna kill me? Are you gonna kill me? You gonna kill a black woman?
I wish they would kill you.
What are you talking about?
Why would you put my face into the wall?
Because you were pulling away.
No, I didn't.
You were walking away when I told you to stop.
You had no reason to arrest me.
I'm not gonna argue.
You had no reason to arrest me. I did nothing. I was not disorderly. I did nothing. Cuz, can you please take my glasses?
Yeah, I'm gonna take all your stuff.
I ain't even do nothing.
Everything would stay with her right now.
I did nothing. I ain't do nothing. I was not disrespectful.
Well, maybe if you try to explain to me what was going on,
She was
because we
very
got called here
disrespectful.
before
What is
you,
she talking about?
because you were trying to hit the bartender and trying to get behind the bar.
You believe that?
No, because you wouldn't talk to me.
You believe
tried
them?
to walk away from me when I told you to
believe
stop.
them
That's
and not me.
obstructing. That's why you're under arrest.
You believe them, and you didn't even hear my story.
Believe the lemon.
How am I supposed to hear your story when you're not gonna? You said you weren't gonna talk to me, and you were walking away from me.
Because
that
y'all
wasn't
came
your
at
option
me
at the
rude.
point.
You came at me rude.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I asked you to step over
see,
to talk
that's
to me.
Why would you? Why?
It's just arguing with people, irrational people who think
don't
they're
even
right
know
about
she's
everything.
drunk. She's just a fucking
Yeah, she just seems like an asshole.
Why do
You
I?
argued with me as soon as I walked in there.
Okay, can you let? I need to calm down. I gotta calm down and breathe.
Yes.
Because I need to talk to you. I need you to realize what is going on in that bar.
Okay. Well, that's all I wanted to know.
Okay. Let me.
It's so weird, man. Like that last cop that came out and arrested that guy for doing fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Comes out and just, hog ties the guy for fucking walking with his kid. And then they'll just deal with this lady for 5 hours. But,
Yeah.
arguing with her.
after she's thrown a drink at somebody and been belligerent.
Depends on the cop you
I
get.
guess.
Well, first I'm going to read you your rights because you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything
Why?
you say can and will be used against your court of law. You have the right to an attorney during any questioning.
I didn't do anything.
You can't afford an attorney. One be appointed to you through the Erie County Public Defender's Office.
Nothing.
Do you understand your rights?
You want to arrest me?
You are under arrest.
Why?
For walking away from me after I told you 3 times to stop and you told me no.
do nothing.
So you're under arrest for
I've
obstructing.
done nothing.
That's fine. Then you should have talked to me when I asked you to talk
I don't want to. Why do I have to talk to you?
Got like a back section.
Huh?
Why do I have to talk to a police officer when I've done nothing?
All the time.
Because we got a call on you causing a disturbance in the bar and trying to fight one of the bartenders.
Are you serious? I would never do no. I tried to talk to that girl.
I don't know because you wouldn't talk to me.
You wasn't there. You wasn't there, so they could make a report.
I can't tell if this girl's just a super bitch or if maybe she's got a little bit of mental stuff going on. You give some crazy people a couple drinks and they doesn't usually help.
Yeah.
They can make a report on me and say anything, and you sat up there and you believed it.
To you,
You
and
believed
you
it.
said, nope, I'm not. I'm walking out of here. I'm like, no, stop. I told you 3
Because
times
the way
to
you
stop.
came at me, you came
I
at
didn't
me
come
very
at you.
disrespectfully.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said, I need to talk to you right now. And you pushed my face up against the wall.
After you walked away from me.
You put my face up against the wall.
Yes, I did.
And I didn't want to talk to you. You exactly right.
Ugh.
Y'all
Push her in
police
the car.
officers.
Who wants to be a cop?
Does that
Who
cop
wants to
got a
be
black
cop?
eye
He
from
does.
earlier?
He does have a black eye.
Off the look, bro. Y'all suck. Nobody motherfucking life is in your
All you had to do
hand.
was talk to me. That's all you had to do.
I did try to talk to you.
When you started
And
walking
you
away from
believe
me.
these motherfuckers over the f I
I
said.
don't know because you wouldn't talk to me. Have a seat for me, please.
Now I gotta go to fucking jail. Cause these bitches lying on me.
Have a seat
Could
for
be
me,
a
please.
headbanger.
I don't know.
I hope
Step
so.
in this
I'm
car, please.
sitting.
Haven't had a headbanger in a
Inside
while.
the car,
True.
please.
Cause take my book bag from me.
Well, they would have to take you out of custody.
I ain't even do shit, man. I don't even live in this motherfucker, man. I ain't even from here. I'm.
Step over here a little bit. Okay.
I was the one that called, saw the bartenders were handling it. Yeah. My work here just got off a little bit ago. I look up to see her trying to charge behind the bar, throwing a drink at Casey.
Okay. Is that Casey there?
No, I believe Casey probably went to either go hit a cigarette or go use the rest of their shoes.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you said she charged at Casey?
She charged at Casey. Jimmy, one of our other bartenders, were in and actually was like had to throw the trash can in front of her right here, try to get her to not come from behind the bar.
Okay.
And after that, especially, they asked her to leave several times.
And she refused to leave?
Refused to leave. We told her that we were going to call the police.
This guy looks like he's just. I shouldn't have taken this acid today.
He's trying to maintain.
Am I normal? Do I look normal?
And then I walk away nicely and she's drinking nothing. So, I mean, I asked her to leave like 5 times. She wouldn't leave. So,
Did she ever swing at you or anything like that?
got me. No. She threw a drink at me, but that's it.
That bartender's had a few drinks, right? This guy's on LSD and she's had a couple beers.
Nobody's at the bar. They gotta kill time.
Behind a bar.
Right there.
Right there? Okay.
Smile. You can walk past it.
This bitch been disrespectful to me, man. That bitch
haven't done anything to
since
you.
I came in the motherfucking in the building and y'all arrested me and taking me to jail.
I asked to talk to you and you started off on me right away.
For what?
So he said that this shows that if you answer their questions, it doesn't matter.
No.
Ever. Because he's answered her question several times. And she's just going to repeat it over and over again.
You not my fucking daddy.
I may not be your daddy, but at this point,
You just a police officer.
that's right.
And y'all think
That's right, I am a police officer. You don't want to watch the rest of this?
I think I do want to watch the rest of this. I want to see the eggs.
What are you talking about? What is going on?
What?
She's
People spend their time on this stuff?
They
Get
do,
some more
man.
eggs. Get some more eggs. What? Oh my God.
I won't lie. I think Lauren played some type of weird egg, and she'll
Egg
be
gathering.
She'll be playing it for a little bit. Now, like, what you doing over there? And I'll watch her for a second. And I'm sure she gets annoyed by it, but I'm just like, so what is the purpose of this? And she's like, there is no purpose.
nothing to me.
Now,
The only thing you can do is arrest me and take me to jail. Do that. I ain't no disrespectful motherfucker. I'm gonna disrespect. I done gave these motherfuckers the whole tip.
I'm more concerned about what happened to this guy's eye.
Ain't nothing worse than having a black eye like that. Then you got to explain to everybody what happened to
I'm
you.
surprised she doesn't say something about it.
Yeah.
you've been very disrespectful, actually. See, he wasn't even here, and he's saying that.
Boy,
Look at her.
She giving her the Gene Lasker look. Kick his ass.
Are you serious?
And she ain't gonna say nothing about
I'm disrespectful?
his black eye?
Yes.
How? Why?
What you just said in the past couple of minutes since I've been here.
Because I talked about the police officer. I'm mad. I'm mad. Because I'm arrested. I'm arrested for no reason.
Turn your arrest for me, please. Thank you.
Then what you do? Arrest me, take me to jail.
So I'm going to let you calm yourself down in the backseat of my car for a little bit. And then I'm going to ask you to explain to me what
It
happened.
always works. They always calm down when they sit in the back of the police car and realize they're getting arrested.
In there. Do you want to tell me your side of the story as to what happened between you and the bartender?
I paid like almost $200 tab, and then she gave me another tab, and she's like, this your tab. I'm like, I just paid $200. What do you mean? That's my tab. She's like, you drunk it, didn't you? I'm like, wait.
So you paid $200, and then she wanted you to pay another.
Tab, yes.
She wanted you to repay the tab.
I don't know what her issue was. It's been bad customer service since I've been in there, and then I even tried to talk to her. I'm like, look, I said I'm not no disrespectful person. I'm like, if I came off that way, I apologize. And I tried to talk to her. She's like, no, I'm not trying to talk to you.
Okay.
And I'm like, and basically that was it. Like, I think they already had called you guys by then. Then the other girl, she stepped in.
She probably ran up a $200 tab and didn't leave a tip. I've got friends that have done. I'm just like, you know, like we went to, what was it? I felt so bad. This bartender hated us so much, but it was for somehow Jerry just came into like $10,000, and we went to see SoFlo in Madeira Beach, and we ran up like an $800 tab. Woo! And, you know, and he was paying, so I was just like, whatever. And then, you know, I would kind of plan. I didn't really have much money on me or anything because he was like, I'm paying for everything. And then I see him go sign the check and just leave $0 on $800. Been buying everybody drinks all night. I was like, fuck, you know. And then I gave her, you know, the lady $20, and she still wasn't happy with me, you know, just because it was my friend, and all I had was 20 on me. You know, $20 on $800 is nothing.
What an a-hole.
So you saying?
I'm just saying bartenders will get pissed if you don't leave a tip on $200 and you're acting a fool at the bar.
Who knows? Yeah, and who knows?
Don't they have video showing her doing what they say she was doing? Seems like a place that would have video.
You'd think. I'm sure she did what they said she was doing.
I done left them a tip and everything.
No. Okay.
Like, I'm not no disrespectful person like that.
Did they tell you to leave?
No, they never asked me to leave.
Okay.
Of course,
we've been buying
she
drinks
doesn't
all
listen,
night.
so she just said he didn't ask her to stop.
Well, I'm just wondering because that bartender seemed pretty drunk too.
He's saying she's saying the cop didn't ask her to stop either.
Oh, yeah.
So, and she's saying they didn't ask her to leave. The bartender said she asked her to leave 3 or 4 times.
I mean, you know, this lady's probably obviously a real pain in the ass kind of person, and she may have thrown. But do you think just from walking away from a cop, you should get arrested?
I guess then everybody would just walk away from the cops.
What else should he do?
Well, I think what you
just walk away. They can't do anything.
Okay, you think you cuff this lady and you put her in the car and you find the story out and whether she deserves to be arrested for what she did in the bar. And if she didn't do anything, then you let him go. She didn't really do anything. She didn't really do anything. I mean, she might be a bitch, but
if she didn't do anything and she leaves.
Like, the bar's probably just gonna go. We just don't want her in here anymore.
Okay. So what I was told was that you went in there and started up the argument between you and the bartender about the tab, and you took a drink and you threw the drink at the bartender. Then they told you to leave the bar and you refused to leave several times. And then after they called us, you tried to go behind the bar, which is illegal.
I would never.
I don't know. Okay.
Yes, I understand.
And then when you were coming around the end is when we showed up. Okay.
I understand.
And then you went directly over to your friends, and I tried to talk to you, but you were completely ignoring me. So that's why I tapped you on the shoulder, which I have every right to. Okay, I wasn't trying to hurt you. Okay.
I understand.
People tap people on the shoulder, okay? But if you weren't listening to me, I have to do something, okay? And then you didn't want to talk to me because I was the police.
I just feel like I did nothing wrong. That's why.
But
I felt like I didn't want to.
Okay, but there was an investigation because we got a complaint of you throwing.
I didn't know that you guys had a complaint on me.
That's why we were.
So
that's why I was telling you the reason why I was there.
didn't want to talk to you because, you know, in my mind, can you understand me?
No.
I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. I tried to talk to that girl. I left her a tip. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
And she had very bad customer service. I even left on the tab that they had bad customer service. I put the thumbs down because the customer service was so bad in there. But, you know, I still left a tip. And I'm not a disrespectful person. That's why when y'all came in there, I'm like, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm not.
I mean,
But
when
she
we're telling
sober
you we
up
need
all
to
of a
talk
sudden?
to you, we need to talk
Why
to
do I
you.
have to talk
It
to
wasn't like I just walked up to you on the street and wanted to talk to you. Then you could just walk away.
But
we didn't just pick you out at random here.
That's
There was
not
obviously
fair
a
to me.
problem.
I think she's a disrespectful person.
Yeah.
Because when I asked you to
she
stop,
is.
now if you would have, I asked you to stop 3 times before I arrested
I
you.
didn't do nothing. I don't want to talk to you all. I'm like, why do I have to talk? I was very compliant and
You wouldn't give us a chance to even look into it.
I didn't want to because I didn't do nothing. I did nothing. I
Shut
was not
up.
ever disrespect. I tried to talk to that girl, everything.
But we have a number of people inside the bar said you threw the drink at the bartender and then was screaming
Because they
and
was
yelling
being
and trying.
disrespectful to me.
Okay, you don't
Oh,
think
she
that's
just
wrong?
admitted it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You think you have the right to throw a drink on a person?
Well,
No, you don't.
I'm gonna,
That was the
I'll do
part
a
of the
drink
reason
at
why
her.
we got called over there.
I don't
And you
think I'll
certainly can. You understand you can get charged with robbery for going back behind the cashier.
Rob, I never
Behind
went
the
back
counter.
there. On my kids. I never.
I'm just telling
I
you.
never stepped foot back there.
But that's what
I
they were
promise
saying. You went
I
behind the.
promise you. I love everything in me. I never ever stepped foot back there.
I'm not charging you with that, but you need to understand that could be a very serious
I
situation.
didn't, officer. I would never do that. I never stepped foot back there. I never did. I'm like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I even asked her, like, can you please come here? She was like, no, I'm not coming. Do you understand
I don't
what I'm
understand how you
saying?
don't know what was going on.
Because I'm like, why is the police after me and I have nothing, I've done nothing wrong. I've tried to talk to that girl. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not a violent person.
The suspect was charged with obstructing official business and disorderly conduct. The suspect was issued a $425 surety bond, which he later posted. In court, the suspect pleaded not guilty to both charges. At this time, the suspect's court case is still ongoing.
Yeah.
Eh. I don't know.
It's uneventful.
I don't know if you should. I think like you should cuff. Sometimes you just need to cuff people and put a little fear of God into them, and then find out if they owe some money and what the bar wants to do. And maybe
That's not what cops are out trying to do. That doesn't make anybody money.
they wanted to make that $400 from her. That's what they wanted.
You think they know which ones they're going to put on, like, that are going to go on viral or whatever?
Yeah.
So
That's probably a problem
continue
too.
by talking and talking and talking.
They probably try
I feel
to
like if that was me,
instigate
they'd
it.
just cuff me and throw me in the car and off to jail I go.
Nah, they'd want you. Donna be reading them. She'd be reading them the riot act. Donna be going viral.
Man,
I don't want to be embarrassed.
Right. I went skating this weekend. I didn't go skating. I took Harper skating. It's pretty interesting to watch, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, me and Lauren didn't skate at all, and we were there for maybe an hour and a half, but time flew, man, watching all those people. It's just so many different things going on.
Watching people fall.
Well, there's like 50 people on the dance floor, and for some reason, there's always between 1 and 4 like old guys that didn't come there with kids out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. And man, they like all seemed like they were on drugs. Like it was like a 70-year-old guy. And 70-year-old guy.
Imagine falling at 70.
Maybe a little younger. And then 2 guys that were like in their 40s or 50s. And one of them was just like looked like he was kept itching his nose and doing stuff with his eyes and being all weird, like he was on LSD
He's
or
like,
cocaine
I'm gonna
or
do
something.
some LSD and go to the roller skating.
Yeah, it's what like two of these guys look like. They're just going and they're just showing off so hard, and putting their feet on the wall and stuff like while swerving around like little kids and stuff. And
where is this skating rink?
In Dade City.
Oh, Dade City skating rink.
They're just like, there's one guy out, it's just a bunch of kids having fun dancing and stuff. And then you got one guy who's like really serious with his skates on, with his hands in his pocket, with his own music, just going around everybody. Like, what is this? What is this? Keep an eye on these guys,
Good people watching at the skating rink.
And there was this one kid out there, like it's still stressing me out. But for an hour and a half we were there, this like, I'd say like 8 to 9 year old kid was just out there just trying to run in these fucking skates the whole time. Like nobody pulled him aside and like showed him how to skate, and he's just going 100 miles an hour and just, I'm talking falling every 10 seconds. And he didn't get off for the whole hour, like last hour we were there. And he's just running full speed and just eating shit. It was just like somebody
tell him you're supposed to skate, not run.
He's like a really pale, gingerish kid, and his face is just so red, and his knees are all bruised and red. I'm like, somebody you just get off there. They do like a little event thing, like the limbo.
Yeah.
And he's just, people are going and skating around back to do the limbo, and he's just running full fucking speed, going fucking barely anywhere the whole way back. He's just running his heart out. And
that is weird.
It was terrible, man. I couldn't. I need to put him down.
The kid's got rabies. Somebody
got something wrong with him.
Lauren says that old guy did fall hard.
Yeah, the old guy fell a bunch of times trying to show
Why do
off.
people not crack their skulls at the skating rink all the time?
I don't know, man.
I mean, because you fall sometimes out of control. All right, we got to take a break. It's getting late. We're going to come back and do the
quiz.
Olympic quiz. We'll be right back with the Olympic quiz in just a minute. Don't forget the hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock as well. We'll be right back with more ClusterF. With Doja Cat. Bitch, I said my name's Ned. I make meth inside of my shed. Not too bright 'cause I am inbred. Whip your ass, my neck is so red. Bitch, I said what I said. I make meth inside of my shed. Got a steel plate inside of my head. Whip your ass, my neck is so red. My flag is rebel. Knocked up my cousin named Ethel. I play heavy metal. It's natty light I guzzle. I'm dressed in camo. Tip cup I chew tobacco. I play the fiddle. Snort blow I got the sniffles. Domestic, my ex-wife is hitting me, calling the cops, but now she is kissing me. Fentanyl, that stuff is sure gripping me. Breathe that Narcan so deep into me. Johnny Law is my biggest enemy. Drank too much, got no big dick energy. Don't taste me, 'cause I'll be surrendering. My PTSD is still lingering. EBT, I'm eating on your dime. Smoke a bowl right under your porch light. Smoke a bowl, then I'll play Fortnite. Smoke a bowl, then I'll snort 4 lines. Ick. Can't pay rent, no prayer. Ick, broken down car, got no spare. Ick, on parole, can't go nowhere. Cops pass by, oh, I get so scared. Bitch, I said what I said. I make meth inside of my shed. Not too bright 'cause I am inbred. Whip your ass, my neck is so red. Bitch, I said what I said. I make meth inside of my shed. Got a steel plate inside of my head. Whip your ass, my neck is so red. My flag is rebel. Knocked up my cousin named Ethel. I play heavy metal. It's natty light I guzzle. I'm dressed in camo. Tip cup I chew tobacco. I play the fiddle. Snort blow I got the sniffles. Play my tape of Billy Ray Cyrus. HPV is my favorite virus. Mess with me, I'm badder than ISIS. No pain pills, yeah, this is a crisis. Treat her bad, oh yeah, cause she likes it. Down a pole, my girlfriend is sliding. Freaking out, too much psilocybin. I like making out. If you are my kin, got DUIs, can't drive my car. Ride my mower up to the bar. Sipping moonshine straight from the jar. Passing right out in my front yard. I'm scheming, Lord. Girlfriend left cause she's a whore. Got wasted on 12 PBRs. Blacked out and peed right inside my drawers. Bitch, I said what I said. I make meth inside of my shed. Not too bright cause I'm inbred. Whip your ass, my neck is so red. Bitch, I said what I said. I make meth inside of my shed. Got a steel plate inside of my head. Lawn darts, hula hoops, newsmen told the truth, people had some shame. Kids sold lemonade, frat boys drank a keg, but now we're fucking lame. No one wore a mask, fast food paid with cash, and $3,000 bought a car. Rock bands played guitars, tapes and VCRs, and no Christmas cards. Back then, grown men were not ladies. USA was number one. Big Farm has us tranquilized, and now we're so fucking dumb. Our presidents were not 80. $4 could buy a good lunch. Teenagers used to start dating, but now we're too fucking dumb. TikTok, scream and shout, no clerks, self-checkout, it's driving me insane. DoorDash, dude, dead Bruce now wears a dress, we have ourselves to blame. Rappers got no class, twerk and shake their ass, we binge watch episodes. Can't get to the moon, fake girls in the pool, your mom's a webcam hoe. Back then, iPhones didn't raise me. Small kids could play with toy guns. Kids played outside, they weren't gaming. But now we're so fucking dumb. On fentanyl, we're all wasted. Big Farm, please make me feel numb. At porn, we're constantly gazing. Cause now we're too fucking dumb. Oh no, a nation of bozos. Oh no, we are too fucking slow. Oh no, a nation of zeros. Oh no, don't taser me, bro. Oh no, our IQs are so low. Oh no, now we're too fucking slow. Back then, grown men were not ladies. USA was number one. Big Farm has us tranquilized. And now we're so fucking dumb. Our presidents were not 80. $4 could buy a good lunch. Teenagers used to start dating. But now we're too fucking dumb. Back then, iPhones didn't raise me. Small kids could play with toy guns. Kids played outside, they weren't gaming. But now we're too fucking dumb. Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget to hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.
I did win the last one.
Did you?
Remember we went down to...
Oh Yeah, it was controversy.
It was controversial, but I won. He said whoever it lands on when I did this was going to win, and it landed on mine. And then he kind of went back on it. But
so you... Okay, so it's still up in the air. Right?
No,
Whatever.
I won.
Well, we'll see who wins today. It's the Olympic quiz. See how good you know the Olympics.
Woo!
All right.
I don't.
I think we need a little Wango Tango.
Yes, for sure.
Wang Dang Sweet Poontang, I mean.
Toyo Tommy has 500 bits.
500 bits, Toyo Tommy. Thank you, Toyo Tommy.
Automobiles makes it virtually impossible to escape.
I know cats got fever, boys. I think we're going to do it.
Nah, I roll.
Number 3.
Not a follower.
Number 3. The Olympic torch is used to light what? A. Snoop Dogg's blunts.
Yes.
B. The Olympic...
Do you think he tried that?
Oh, I know he tried that. For sure. For sure. And everybody was like cool with that. They're like, normally but it's Snoop. A. Snoop Dogg's blunts. B. The Olympic crucible. C. The Olympic cauldron. Or D. $100 bills at the IOC Coke parties.
The cauldron.
The cauldron? Correct.
Yeah.
The Olympic cauldron.
He said the wrong thing. Disqualified.
I don't remember what Olympics. Do you remember the Olympics where the guy they come out with a torch and they light this guy's arrow?
Yeah.
And he goes, and it's like 150 yards away, way up, and he nails it right in there, and it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. And Muhammad Ali's holding the torch, and he's got thing. It's pretty dramatic. Okay, what do we got?
Look it up later.
We got Trace 1, Donna 2. Trace coming back.
Oh,
the Olympic cauldron.
I'm trying to use all my brain.
Number 4. Who was?
I was gonna say the other one. The Olympic.
The Olympic crucible.
Yeah.
Let's see who got that. Who got that one? That was Ned's Navy. Who was not allowed to watch the ancient Greek Olympics? A. Greeks who were still 4-3. Trace.
Oh,
Question
man.
number 11. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. In 1980, the U.S. hockey team defeated the Soviet Union in what is called A. The slap shot heard around the world. B. The miracle in Montreal. C. The miracle on ice. Or D. The abortion in Alberta.
Miracle on Ice.
Correct.
Oh man, I was gonna say that.
Trace 5, Donna 3.
Whoop, whoop.
Trace, you have 1, 2, 3. So Donna, if you get all these right,
I can win.
you can easily win. Get them all right.
Uh-oh.
Number 12. Let's see who got that one right.
Trace.
No, I mean so in the chat. It was Dion's bathtub, I believe. Ned's Navy says Miracak, so you're disqualified, Ned's Navy. You got to give the letter and not misspell the answer. Number 12. Which of these has never been an Olympic event? A. Rope climbing. B. French cane fighting. C. Beer chugging. D. Tandem cycling.
Beer chugging.
Incorrect.
Ah.
E. Taiwanese thumb wrestling. F. All of the above. Or
Oh, go ahead.
no, you buzz
she
in.
buzzed in.
Oh.
You have to. I do have to quit when you buzz in.
Oh, okay. All of the above.
Incorrect. G. C and E. Beer chugging and Taiwanese thumb wrestling.
Ah.
Still, Donna, you could still tie. You could still tie.
Okay.
Here we go. What caused Olympic rower Bobby Pierce to slow down at the 1928 Olympics in Amsterdam? A. Explosive diarrhea. B. Women flashing their breasts at him. C. Baby ducks. Or D. A water.
Baby ducks.
Correct.
The fuck, man? I was feeling the baby ducks too.
Would you guys slow down too, or would you just run them right over?
Hey, man, you gotta get that gold. You
Gotta
get that gold,
gold.
man.
What? He's rowing. He ain't gonna kill any ducks rowing him over.
Right. Yeah, you might. Going pretty
You're not
fast.
gonna kill ducks rowing them over.
Why?
Trace, you can win if you get it right. Donna, you can tie if you get it right. Or if nobody gets it right, Trace still wins. Here we go. Last question. What did Muhammad Ali take on his plane with him to the 1960 games in Rome, Italy? A, a picture of the Pope. B, a parachute. C, 3 jars of pickled pig's feet. Or D, a copy of the Quran. Donna.
A parachute.
Correct.
Oh, can you believe it?
He was scared of flying and he brought a parachute.
Oh, fuck, man. I
Oh,
think I knew that.
Man, she snaked you out, Trace. Damn, you had it. You had that in your back pocket.
I was waiting for him to chime in.
Damn.
Julie had said-
Oh, you blew it. Blew it. Donna wins.
All right.
No, she tied. A moral victory for Donna as
That's
she
right.
comes back and ties Trace as Trace snatches defeat from the jaws of victory.
You always count on me to snatch defeat.
I can't believe that was it.
You're right about that skating rink, though, man. You mentioned how do they not have people bust their heads open every day? Every time I go there, somebody does. It's not like something that doesn't happen. Like
Somebody hits their head.
yeah, that old guy that was there I was talking about, he fell back once and hit his head pretty hard.
I'm surprised they don't make you wear helmets when you skate.
Right?
You know,
You know?
I feel good going there. Like it's our last little bit of freedom we have in America is to not wear a helmet while skating
Yeah.
in the skating rink. Is it just you look too dorky and nobody showed up, so they have to take that risk?
What?
I don't think it's usually a bunch of high schoolers and middle schoolers going to skate. If they had to look like a bunch of nerds out there with helmets on, nobody would go.
Wouldn't do it.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Because they're trying to go.
Do
there
they
and
make
be
you
cool.
Do they make you sign something before you roller skate that says if you crack your skull, you're not going to sue them?
No.
I've never, and you don't hear about lawsuits of people.
Hear about it, but I don't know.
I mean, last time I went, I felt like I broke my elbow. Like I was like, oh man, I think my elbow's broken.
Yeah, I used to. My knees would be so tore up from falling down at the skating rink. I hated it.
Whew, at least it's your knees
Falls.
falling forward. I'm a backwards faller.
I would fall. I fell everywhere.
I hit my elbow in the same place every time I fell. I guess I'm trying not to hit my head by putting my elbow out. But
I just tried so hard to not fall because getting up is so hard.
it is hard.
Especially when you haven't skated in a long time. It's like, man, I forget how to get up on wheels. These things are, they roll right out from under you. It's like, how am I going to get up?
Ned's Navy says that you guys can share the gold medal for the quiz today.
Yeah,
Just like the
I'll take it. Doesn't feel as good though.
Doglog says, "Skate at your own risk." Signs keep the lawsuits away. I don't know if they do. I don't think. I don't think even if you sign the paper,
it does anything.
I don't think that does.
So.
I don't think you can sign away. I think you still sue. I still think you can sue. I think those things are useless.
I'd like to know. I mean, they must have come into play a little bit.
It must what?
Come into play a little bit.
Help you a little bit.
Maybe not. That's lovely.
The heck was that?
It's beautiful.
Was that a burp?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could. What is it? Rollerblade a little bit when I went, but I just cannot skate, man. Something about them skates, I just can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it either.
I wish.
You gotta start when you're younger.
I finally did it, and I was like, I'm not going to skate this time. Because I mean, a video of me skating is partially why I've quit trying anymore. Because I remember, going around one time, and I was like, oh, I think I'm kind of getting it. That I think I was doing all right that lap. And then I watched a video of that same lap of me in my arms are just all, I'm like, where you get I was like, oh my God, I've looked worse than that for the past 15 laps.
Yeah.
I better quit.
I mean, you're a pretty athletic guy. pretty coordinated.
That's why it's so frustrating, and I want to do it all the time. I'm like,
you got to start early.
Yeah, I think you got to start young.
You know, we were watching the mixed 4x400 relay. Remember that, babe?
Yeah.
And then the Dutch girl.
Yeah.
She came and from behind and won it. And this is her giving a little discussion after the thing.
When you're putting your mind to it, you know exactly what to do indoors. How was that for you?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was such a strong race. We were all running so fast, multiple running in the 50s. So
what?
Is this for real?
I'm pretty sure it is. Minnie Mouse, man.
I had to go out fast. I had Lika in front of me, so I wanted to be in front, and I could hear how brave she was behind me. So I was like, okay, this is good. Now we keep going, and this crowd is so amazing.
What? the gymnast also talked like that last night.
She said she had lost her voice, but
is she laughing at her
I don't
voice or what
know.
she's saying?
I think her voice. She's like, I can't believe her to be in her.
She did haul ass though, man. She made up a lot of ground.
Yeah, I did. I did it real quick. No.
I saw someone Traps the Crab and had posted something in Maryland by the ocean where they have like some park and they have wild horses. Like who would have thought they have wild horses in Maryland? And how do people, like, you can go up and swim, and they're walking on the beach. It's like, how do you get people to not fuck with wild horses that will, kick them in the freaking head and kill them?
Bite them and.
Yeah.
Can you just go gather you up some horses? What's the law on that? How would they prove that law once you got the horse?
What's the law on wild horses?
Yeah, can you tame a wild horse and take it home with you?
That's a good question.
You mean you're allowed to just take one? Probably
Yeah.
not there. I don't know if you're allowed to take them out of, like out in wherever they are out west.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, but Maryland, it's like a.
What?
It's like Florida. It's all surrounded by water. Where in the hell they must have brought them in? Because how else would we get wild horses there?
I don't know a lot about Maryland, and I
was
don't know a lot about
surprised.
wild horses.
I'm sure they just were. I don't know.
Let's see, how many states have wild horses?
Yeah. It seems like some company would came out and rounded all the horses up and sold them.
Sold them for meat
or something.
For sure. Wild horses live in 10 western states: Arizona, California, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, Utah, and Wyoming.
I don't know why that
It didn't say
sounds so
nothing
weird to me. Wild horses. I don't know. Seems like we would have caught them all by now.
It doesn't even mention Maryland.
So maybe they brought them in there.
Yeah, there's just horses they got away back in the day, and then they invented the car.
Yeah. But they round some of them up and take them to slaughter.
And they're right there. The horses are split into two main herds, one on the Virginia side and one on the Maryland side. I don't really understand where they came from. I don't know.
If you just had an AK-47 and a dirt bike, would you just rule the West back in the day?
I think so. Somebody get a lucky shot on you.
Yeah.
Snipe you.
Get it. You need a bulletproof vest. Yeah. I saw what was it? A Long Shot, I think it's called, movie, and I almost want to suggest it to you. It was Seth.
I'll almost write that down.
Seth Rogen.
I'm not watching any more Trace movies.
It was a Seth Rogen movie, and it was about him dating this girl that's becoming the president, and it was pretty good. It was pretty funny, but like, I don't know. There was a couple times where Lauren was like, "All right, get back to the funniness," because it was kind of getting, getting more into the story, and we kind of got over it. But I thought, all in all, it was a pretty good movie, pretty funny. I'd watch the first half again for sure.
I think you recommended the Pop-Tart movie, which that was terrible.
I don't know why I recommended it. I didn't even watch the whole thing.
It was so bad.
That was awful. But
not as bad as the Charlie Day movie.
I gotta.
Was was the worst movie I'd
I
ever
gotta try
seen.
and watch that again because I was dying so hard.
Did you watch the Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
thought it was
Berlin said
good.
she didn't think it was that good.
It wasn't that
Well, she
funny.
said it
I
wasn't
thought
that
it was funny. I laughed. I thought it was funny.
You know, some people just can tell stories and they're interesting and that holds your attention.
Yeah.
And you think they're good. That's what I thought. That's how, you know.
I thought it was funny. I thought like when he's talking about the cattle aliens and cattle
Yeah.
cattle prods and stuff like that. I thought that was all real funny. All
I
right.
just thought it was good. So.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, we're done for the day. Don't forget to hang tomorrow at 6:00. And
Tomorrow's Wednesday already.
tomorrow Wednesday already. All right, and we will see you later. Thanks
right,
for tuning
we'll
in to
see ya.
ClusterF. Everybody have
See
a
you
great day.
Thursday.
See you.